be.
Well, yeah, that's sort of the idea.
How are your faces
so close to this.
So I feel like if I'm all the way back here.
You gotta talk right. You gotta get right
Yeah,
on it.
You got everybody's
I give
got
it-
compressors.
Every time I speak into it, I'm giving it little kisses.
That's it.
Make sure you watch this spin right back.
Yeah, we got. Well, no, you're the only one that ever uses it. So Zach refused because you use your microphone. So
Really?
I don't blame him though.
I'll never go anywhere near that piece of
You
shit.
can't blame him one iota.
One iota.
One iota is exactly right. Let's see here.
A one-eyed Yoda.
What-
One-eyed Yoda.
Yeah, it could be.
Is that the kitten's new name?
One-eyed Yoda.
Yeah.
Oh,
Deirdre, how you doing over there?
Okay.
Just want to make sure we can hear you.
I
Okay.
can't gauge how loud I'm supposed to be.
You can get right on up into it.
you
It'll
can
be
sit
okay.
back further too and
Yeah,
just
what-
project out.
If you want, but see the further back that you are, the more it sounds
Yeah.
like you're in a So
Yeah.
that's why
Okay.
getting it makes it sound a little tighter.
It's
so.
tough in that spot because you almost have to like lean towards it
No,
because
but
the arm is.
I don't want to hit you in the face with it, but it will get closer. Yeah. Yeah.
I still feel like I have to like put my hands to.
What do I do with my
Yeah,
hands?
but- I don't know what to do with my hands. Oh, one of these. Okay. All right. Oh, I forgot that we already started the pre-show. It's already rolling, but nobody's here because everybody's here.
Because everyone's
Yeah,
in the room.
We've already, we're already all here.
Juan is the only person who will be on the show with us virtually because nobody else.
Right.
Nobody else is
Maybe
going to join
Tyler
us.
Well, you never know.
It's
We've
gonna be
we've
great.
we've got Juan right now. I don't know if Juan. I don't think Juan is here, but we've got Juan.
Oh, Juan.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
got one. I don't know who it is, but we've got one. Yeah, so this is, as you can see, we've got a full house. It's a crowded table
We're,
today.
we're like a fully staffed Red Lobster.
It's-
Chaos is about to ensue.
That's right.
And
right.
cheddar biscuits are going to go flying at your
No,
head.
it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess, and we're going to love it.
And it's going to be way overpriced.
fantastic. That's it.
There's no atmosphere at all.
I know. I was gonna come prepared with some
It's-
wine. And
no,
then,
it's okay.
And then Matt received word. that
That's it.
That was gonna be.
I just figured we'll just be ready just in case. You never know. So I'm trying to think of whether or not we should do this on the actual show because it requires the visual component of all
Yeah.
of this.
That's true. Well, either way, we still have the stream that can be revisited.
That's true.
And then if you have it on the actual
Yeah,
show,
we'll
it gives
just-
us content, which we desperately need.
We'll let
because
you
we-
play narrator for the blind. How about that?
Oh,
Like as usual.
Oh my god, I'll do my best. I was just practicing when Harley came and bit my nose.
That's it. Yeah, dust off your adjectives. That's all I can say.
Bring me a thesaurus, people.
Dust off those adjectives. All right. Well, to whoever's watching, hello. We're gonna start the show.
You're the only
You're the
person
only
in this
one-
world
you're the-
sustaining us.
You're the
right
only
now.
one because everybody else is here. So
We need your likes.
We're gonna-
We need your attention. We
Let's-
need your eyes.
just please, and money and
all your
whatever you're willing to give us, we're
whatever
gonna
you
take.
can part with.
That's right.
That's what we're taking.
We want it. We want it is the bottom line. They're gone now.
We'll
They
have
left.
it. That's my goal. It's to talk.
Yes!
Talk whatever viewer
Now
off of this.
Now we can start the show.
Yeah,
I feel
too
like-
much.
Is there just one person that comes in the beginning of the stream every single time and it's like, no, fuck this.
Never mind.
They crack the door open and they just turn around and close it.
They just do a one,
It was just
two,
like the people
and
out
then they
front.
just drop you and walk away.
Those people who are confused out front. Oh
Yeah.
shit, that's a nice cat, but this is the wrong house.
The wrong house. Jesus Christ. Makes what was that?
That was a nice cat.
Better not.
Coming to the wrong house. You done came to the wrong house.
The wrong house.
We got liquid death here. You don't want any of that touching your lips because it's fatal.
No.
Oh. No, it's not. It sounds like it's just poison though, doesn't it?
It's named like that, so it sounds like a beer for like at punk shows
Oh.
or like metal shows, so people don't feel pressured to drink beer or alcohol.
Oh,
So like I got
nice.
liquid death, bitches. You're not as cool as me.
That's it.
I gotcha.
This is it. So
I wonder
I
though.
think
there-
I explained this to you before.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
did. You did.
The
You did.
advertising though it's so clear that it is water. However, I feel like that's almost like like they're countering themselves. I wish that they would be more.
Stealthy.
Yeah.
the fact that you were unaware of it though says that it's working.
Well, I thought it was just water.
To people who
Oh,
know,
I
they
see.
know,
Yeah.
but like people who don't know, you're out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of riding right now on its the novelty of not being very well known. But once it does get well known, I feel like the advertising has expanded so much. Though I see ads for it all over the
You
place.
didn't know about it like 2 months ago.
Yeah, I think I've seen it like a year ago. I believe because
Wasn't Mark
Mark
Revier?
Revier did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did an ad for it.
Yeah. And he has it on his show all the time, I think.
Yeah.
That's true.
They probably get it
I still
free.
had no idea what it was though.
It's our thing now.
Sly's happy about it. Let's start
Yeah,
this
let's
thing.
begin.
Let's see what happens.
We need that precious content.
Oh, we need it. We need to fill up the
Please.
content. We need to
Please.
feed the masses.
Validate my existence.
Oh, we started right away too. It's
That's
going to
a
be a good
first.
episode.
That's the first time we've ever done that.
Ever. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt.
And we have two special guests here. Who's going to go first? We don't know.
And Allison.
And Deirdre.
Yeah, we're all here.
She's
We're all
she's
here.
not a virtual
Oh my God.
person. She's
Deirdre
a
is
real.
real.
I'm
Well,
not a robot.
she might be a very convincing robot. We're
Well,
not 100% sure.
And
But she's present. And that's
all,
what
and
Well,
that
she's
is
here.
what matters.
And
All
her
the
personhood is up for debate, but there's no question about the fact that she's here.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're here to do the MonsterCon wrap up. We have the mobile recording audio
Yeah.
is there available. I'm still processing it because it always takes me forever to get that to the point that it's audible because
Yeah,
it's
there's
all the
background noise.
it's all the
It's
car noise, really. Is
Yeah.
what it's just all like going over all of the very uneven ground and
Yeah.
trying to find our way through the parking lot, all that fun stuff. But we did make it through.
All of our drunken swerving.
Well,
over
that happens. So
the
you hear people
sirens in the
screaming
background.
and bodies hitting the front of the car. You just gotta deal with that. But we figure we might as well give you a concise, some normal thing. And this is also another excuse for us to not have to try and come up with some sort of other shit that we have no idea what
yeah.
we want to talk about.
Every week we struggle with trying to make our lives interesting enough
Every
to be
day's a struggle.
worthwhile.
And it's worse. It's
Yeah.
twice as bad on Tuesday.
Ugh.
2 for Tuesday, as they
Two-
say. The
Tuesday.
struggle is twice as hard every Tuesday. So we're trying to figure this all out. We've got all kinds of festivities planned. We're going to have tons of special guests coming through. We don't know if they're going to arrive or not. We don't
should
know
just
what
announce it. We should just announce who we would want on here, and then
John Carpenter's here.
John Carpenter's going to be flying in. We're gonna-
Unfortunately, all the mics are taken up, though, so we're not going to have him on mic. But he is here. He is here. He's waiting downstairs. We might go down and talk to him. We might just let him think he's in the wrong house. He's had enough success, okay? He doesn't need to succeed at everything. He has to fail eventually, and we're going to make sure that he's failed at finding this.
Have you seen Ghost of Mars?
I've seen, yeah. Yeah, I didn't say that he succeeded at everything. I just said that he had a lot of success. If he's got that many glasses, just like,
That's true.
it takes money to buy those like $6 glasses at
It's
Walmart.
not cheap. And you know what though? Most glasses are not cheap at all.
No,
They're
no.
way
if
overpriced.
you order them, if they're just reading glasses,
Oh.
though,
Well, yeah, that's true.
you can get them at the flea
Yeah,
market.
you can
They're
find them in
gently
trash.
used, sometimes covered in blood. Sometimes one lens has a bullet hole in it. But either way, you can still, the one eye's fine.
Yeah.
It's monocular, but that's all
What the
you
hell
need.
you need two
sometimes.
eyes for? Depth perception
Don't-
when you're reading?
You don't
It's
need
flat.
to worry
It's
about
two-dimensional.
all that stuff. It just really, the third dimension, it just gets in the way.
Yeah.
You just stay flat. Just stay
Well,
flat only looking down from the top. You have just a little bit of height, just enough to get you up off the ground. And that's all you need to do. I'll tell you who else has gotten off the ground today. Angela Lansbury. Angela Lansbury died today.
Oh my God.
I am heartbroken. Here's to the God save the true Queen of England.
Yeah.
Angela Lansbury.
I care way more about that than the
Oh
stupid
my
Queen.
God, she was a national treasure, of an international treasure, dare I say.
Oh my God.
But I really wish her soul. What do they say? Perpetual light shine upon her.
Well, she's no longer a teacups or a teapot.
She's finally free of her porcelain prison, and I'm so glad that she can fly free with all of those candle angels and that weird grandfather clock that was a woman. I think. I don't know.
Wardrobe.
It's yeah. That's the
Yeah,
wardrobe.
bed,
The wardrobe. That's what it
broom.
was.
All the
Yeah.
anthropomorphized household cleaning products.
Sometimes when that really was a fucked up story because the boss was the one that made the bad call, right? That he fucked up. The witch was angry at him or whatever it was that turned him into the beast.
Yeah.
And then she was like, you know what? And fuck all your help too. That's like set the whole hotel on fire because room service never showed up. Jesus
You're
Christ.
surprised at this? This is a
No,
common
not at all.
sentiment.
Not at all. I'm just surprised
That's like-
that Walt Disney was like, you know what? This is a great idea. I
Get 'em
love
all.
this part of the story. Really spoke to me. This really spoke to me. That's why.
It reminds me of that video that I sent you earlier.
What's that? Oh yes,
The guy
yes.
who's fuck Will Smith. Fuck Will Smith. Fuck his kids,
Yeah.
his weird kids, and his wife. Fuck all the
G.I.
Smiths.
Jane, whatever.
His grandma. Fuck them apples. I'm like, oh my God. And the best part of it is the host that he's talking to.
Yeah,
He's like, no, come on. No, fuck him.
Yeah, he's wonderful.
Oh.
So it's a sad day in Angela Lansbury land there.
In Angela Lansbury history,
That's
this is the
right.
saddest of days.
This is the end of it, really.
It's
is
the
what it
final
is.
chapter.
Unless they do some revamp of her, character. Unless they're
Isn't she-
like, all right, she's dead now. We
isn't
can
she
finally
murdered?
reboot Murder She Wrote.
Murder She Wrote.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell
It's
yeah,
the last
she is.
murder. It's over. There's no more Murder She Wrote.
I'm
That's
I'm saying she might have been. I think she was 96 or something like that. And I'm going to say I suspect foul play because if there's one thing I know, it's that Angela Lansbury would have seen death coming, and she would have figured out not only where it was coming from, but how to avoid it.
How to
And
dodge it.
she didn't do it.
She ducked. And
She
Aaron
ducked when
missed
she
her.
should have weaved, and that was
That's
the
right,
problem.
She popped when she should've.
We
And
can't.
Mike Tyson's fist
That-
connected.
it was
finally.
There it was. Finally
Wait,
struck
when
true.
Did she die today?
Today,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Right after Columbus Day.
Yeah. She was like, not a chance. I'm getting my own day.
Have you seen this bullshit of people who are like, I've seen way too many people be like, we celebrate Columbus Day,
Oh,
not
God.
Indigenous.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, what the fuck do you have against like just people who lived here before? And also,
I pay my taxes and I'm celebrating Columbus
I'm
Day.
like, first
Okay.
of all, who even cares about Columbus Day at all? Like, why is that even? It's,
Right.
That's not even the. It's not like Columbus landed here
Mhm.
accidentally,
Yeah.
and was like suddenly this whole land appeared out of the ocean.
It's like
It's been here since.
It's like I'm fucking driving to Florida and I met pull off just past North Carolina. I'm like, hey, guess what? I just discovered south of the border. This is my land now. Celebrate me
Like,
here.
You didn't discover shit.
No.
He didn't even just. It would have been more of a discovery if he had come up with like a law of physics or some shit like
Yes.
Isaac Newton.
It would-
Isaac Newton deserves a day more than this asshole who didn't even get the goddamn country right.
Nothing.
He called it Indians, and
Like,
we still are
it's
fucking it up.
Listen, where were we supposed to go? India. Welcome to India. We made it. Everybody off the ship.
This is a guy who's like the worst member of your team when
Yeah.
you get teamed up in school. He's like the guy who didn't do any of the reading.
Nothing.
He's
He did no work.
hosting, and he's just like,
Listen,
yeah,
listen.
that's
I
what
gotta play for the homecoming game this weekend. Can you give me the notes,
we-
please? Will you help me out here? I'm fucked.
And he's
Fuck.
whatever the little addendum things that he read.
You can do it.
I'm turning into Porky Pig.
Yeah,
you
it's
guys.
okay. It's just all this Columbus Day. It's really just got
I'm
you
so
all
flustered.
so excited.
I'm so wound up. And now Angela Lansbury is gone, and I just
What's the point? That's really the question.
what's the
better
point of having enunciation?
That
now?
is the better question. Yes, indeed.
But yeah, he only just read the Spark Notes or whatever, and he's like, he just is making up the rest of the body of the paragraph.
Exactly right.
Pulling it right out of his ass.
Yeah, and anybody who wants to challenge him, he said, I'm sorry, did you just sail for like 4 months?
It's gonna rain in 4 hours. I am your new god. Like, yo, chill out.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
But yeah, so if you don't,
I mean, I guess if he went back to Spain or whatever,
right?
You know, Italy, wherever the fuck this asshole came from.
Italy, yeah.
I don't like to associate with that.
No.
Just like the mafia, I'm not gonna be proud of it.
Yeah.
Fuck off. So where he goes back to Italy, and I guess he would have been like probably beheaded if he hadn't found something
Basically,
new.
yeah. We found another way to get to India. You know how India's right there next to Italy? I found it also over in the ocean, way over there.
It's a small world.
That's right. It's great. It all loops right back around. Even though the Earth's flat, it's all flat, but it loops right back around.
Right all around.
I just figured out how to go through the ocean.
I wish I would have watched that new Predator movie to celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day, because
I'm almost done. I keep getting
that's right. You're
interrupted.
still working.
I keep getting interrupted. I got like 15 minutes left.
How long have you been watching this movie?
For months. I started it the day that it came out, and I just watched another little piece of it. Oh, I don't know, 5 or 6 days ago.
He's got it all just like it's like a long series.
Well, but see, you know, I can't tell you how many things. Like, I've watched movies, and I'm like, that was the best fucking movie, and that's because I watched it over like 8 days, and it seemed like this huge epic thing. And when I go back to watch it a second time, I'm like, this thing sucks. Like, what was the point of this? What was the point of this? Yeah, it just does not. It doesn't always pan out that way.
Antithesis of binging.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Matt purges. He doesn't binge.
Yeah, no, there's not a chance, despite my slim figure. So unfortunately, Angela Lansbury has left us, but we still have many seasons of Murder, She Wrote, and
it's sad
all of her wonderful
she
contributions
would never
to celebrate.
That's true. You can watch.
Yeah.
You can watch Murder, She Wrote until you die.
Anytime. Oh, it's on the
there's
Plex
enough.
server. It's on it is. That and Matlock.
That's all we need. I mean,
man.
Just serve me Jello at like noon.
Yeah.
I'm good. Just have that running.
That's exactly right. I'm ready today. Today.
Let's
But
go.
when I was working for my computer company before, the one that I'm doing stuff for at this moment, but I was doing office work, right? And I finally got my own office all by myself. First thing I did was I bought a TV, hung it on the wall, and at 10 o'clock every day, I was unreachable because Matlock was on MeTV, and I refused to leave my chair until I figured out how Matlock got this horse into the courtroom. Because I am so confused why there's a horse in the courtroom, and more importantly, why did the judge allow that? Maybe he's just so perplexed. Maybe he's a true fan of mystery.
Well, I think he's never going to get Matlock out of his courtroom in general.
Yeah.
He's going to be there the next day.
Yeah.
So he's like, look, the less I pay attention,
right,
the faster this will go.
Mm-hmm.
He's like what a normal audience member would be like towards Matlock. As soon as I stop paying attention, it'll just breeze right
it's
by.
It's just going to be over
but
before
for
you know it.
You're a Matlock.
That's it.
You're bringing the horse to the party.
I'm Matlocked.
You're
Okay,
Matlocked.
I'm right in there. I'm right in there. Not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. But there's all kinds of wonderful things to explore there for sure. Speaking of which, Allison, I hope that whenever you receive a package, that you open it up and you say, this is just what the doctor ordered. I don't know why that just came to mind, but I figured I'd throw that out there. Anyhow, so let's see here. We have a couple of things. Whatever it is.
You're
This
gonna
is
get real tired of it real quick.
I'm going to demand that you do that every single time. I'll be very good.
And when you go to restaurants too. This is just what the doctor ordered.
I'm gonna cross my arms, look around, and shake my head if you don't do it.
That's it. It is now mandatory. Mandatory commentary.
But you need to wear your coat, your doctor coat.
Keep it. Yeah, just keep like a
your
little
tags,
a folded up one. Yeah, the whole thing.
Maybe
You got
just my name tag.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you're off the clock.
What's that headpiece that you guys wear?
We don't wear those.
What's that headpiece you guys used to wear? Yeah, the old yogurt lid thing. That whole
Have you ever seen a Oh no! Oh my God! I think you're right.
Yeah, we had this doctor.
Oh,
He's down in
man.
Shrewsbury. Like,
Okay.
He's so old.
I've got one of them too. Dr. Doyley down. He still makes house calls to this day.
really?
Stop
This-
it.
Yeah.
Does he wear the
He's
thing?
got the thing. I've seen him wear the thing
From
before.
Olden days.
Yeah. I think it was because he didn't want to replace the one set of lights he had in his exam room.
I think that is.
But
what
it is
it's for.
also in
It's
his
like a
basement.
reflecting-
It's like a headlight.
Like a-
It's like an early headlight.
Yeah.
Like a primitive
Right,
headlight.
Right, exactly.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're lucky that you're lucky they don't have the little candle in the front and we're dripping wax on you the whole time he's checking out the growth on the inside of your thigh.
He's got a crudely fashioned like stick and stone tool that he's about to like conk you on the head with, and you're just like, what?
And listen, I've got two tools. I've got the clock thing and I've got this fire bow. Okay, so one way or the other, it's going to be primitive.
We're gonna heal you.
You're
gonna get
you're
fixed.
going to be
I
fine.
promise you this. Then he blinds you with his mirror headpiece. You can't see anymore, and then he clumps you. That's anesthesia.
That's
This is
right.
anesthesia.
That's right. Can you see anything? All right, he's under. We're ready to operate. Let me get the fire stick.
Yeah, needless to say, both of our families were not too thrilled about that guy.
Right.
His
Well,
real name was Chalker, but we all called him without referring to one another.
right.
We're
Yeah.
talking. We
Yeah.
both call him Quacker, like our family.
Both of our moms, like, without any previous communication at all, they're both like, "Oh yeah, Dr. Quacker."
Well,
Mhm.
I say that, but our
I don't-
moms, I think, have run into each other at the doctor's offices over the years.
They're probably talking in the waiting room, like, "Oh, you're here to see Quacker
So
too."
there was some. Yeah, there was a little.
There
Yeah.
might have been some
referencing. That's what I'm trying to think of the word too. It starts with a C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Collusion.
Collusion is
Yeah.
the one that we're looking for. The tap house downtown.
Yeah, Collusion Tap.
That's the one. Speaking of which, Deirdre's
Oh.
brought along some
Yeah.
libations for us
Yay.
of
Educate.
sorts.
Educate us,
It's
Deirdre.
education
Take
time.
me to school.
Ready to learn.
Tell us about it, Deirdre.
We're building it up way too much. Yeah, come on down.
What do we got going on over
What's
here?
the new prize?
We're gonna start out with just regular water liquid then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I hope that wasn't too loud.
No, that's good. You want that
That was
on
a
the
good
mic.
sound.
Yeah.
You want the other people to start their mouths to
We
start
all get a
watering.
full cup.
You're gonna
Yeah.
get this.
I feel like I'm back in college.
This is
Got me
great.
Solo with
I know,
red
it's
solo
wonderful.
cups.
By the way, we were talking about Angela Lansbury. I
Yes.
didn't want to interrupt, but while I was walking out of the grocery store from buying the cups, there was this moment. She was like, first Betty White, then the Queen, now Angela Lansbury.
Comes in
And
threes.
I was like, what?
And Deirdre just like at Monster Con, she's like, who? she's at the funeral. She's like, who the fuck is this? I just love the complete apathy that you have
Yes.
while surrounded by people who are like fainting at the sight of these guys.
I have no
Sorry,
idea
I
who you
didn't
are.
know.
No, it's a good thing.
The best,
It's a good.
the best
It's a
part
good thing,
of it.
not a bad thing. Yeah.
Oh, so speaking of which, we our best friend Quinn Lord, we saw him in
Wait, Lord.
Yeah.
Lord,
It's on
you know all about him now.
we announced and saw Trick or Treat in theaters on Thursday.
Thank you.
And it was actually, I gotta say, that movie's actually pretty
Oh, my
damn
hands are
good.
just gonna sit up.
Yeah, do it.
Gotta display them.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we go. Liquid Death. What we're doing the regular?
This is just regular water.
The regular water.
I'm parched.
I did not like how you said that.
It's very. It's got a good top note.
There's a taste to it.
There is.
I might just be tasting the red Solo cup, actually. I might just be tasting the nostalgia.
It's just cold.
That's what you're tasting. You're tasting
Nice
cold.
and crisp.
It is. It is very crisp and.
No, there's like a finish on it. There's like a crispiness to it. You're right.
I'm gonna let Allison pick the next one because
Okay.
she's my favorite.
I hate everyone named Matt in this room and anyone named Allison.
It's good. Top
Tops.
notch.
Which one's your favorite?
I'll be unbiased in this one.
Okay.
Bingo.
Will you tell us afterwards?
I will.
Okay.
So wait, does this have a flavor to it? Because I'm not tasting anything.
It is just water.
Oh, okay,
Please
excellent.
don't think there's a flavor to it.
There's a little something there. We're going to explore this a little further.
Try mine. I think there's a flavor in it.
Try mine.
I
I
think
just spit in it before.
Yeah,
I think Deirdre put LSD in mine.
well, hopefully.
It's right here. You can play back.
That's true. It is all on camera. We got Ties here. We got at least we have somebody.
Tyler.
We got him here.
Tyler.
Hey, buddy.
Tyler,
So we're
you
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
not
go-
pouring
go
this
next.
so you're gonna get all the bubbles.
no,
Sorry,
that's it's all good.
Yeah.
No, you got to do it. You got to do it to it. That's it. Yeah, we're gonna figure it all out.
Sorry. It's in there forever. Oh, good.
We got some of that going on there.
Yeah, background music.
That's right. Need to have it
Makes things
somewhere.
sound a lot more interesting.
So-
I'm like just gonna force feed you guys water. I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
No,
that.
it's good. No, it's gonna be good.
I need
It's
this in
good.
my life. I'm
We're
not
gonna
good at
literally-
hydrating.
It's called liquid death.
Yeah, we
I
need
mean-
to. Yeah, we're supposed to die this way.
We're supposed to
Overhydration.
poisoning.
Well, while we're working on this, I have a few things that are only going to be pertinent to people who are viewing right now. We're going to have Matt try to explain what's on the screen. But
All right.
so first of all, I think I do need the keyboard for this. So
What are we being handed now, Deirdre?
Yeah, so
What's the
This
name
is
of it?
the mango liquid death. It's
Oh.
a mango chainsaw.
mango
Oh.
chainsaw.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right,
I thought
I'm
it
all
said
about
Dr. Chains.
Doctor,
No.
he's got one of the little.
Order.
Yeah, that's it. We got it. We're
Just
winning
brace-
already.
Brace yourself.
Winning already.
I can't wait.
This is gonna be everywhere we go now.
Oh, yes. Ooh.
Are you gonna have any?
Very good.
This
Oh, I have one
Oh,
for
okay,
myself.
great.
'cause
This-
get wrecked.
This
Yeah.
reminds me. Yeah, that's it. Dr. Chainsaw Man. That's it. That's giving me. There's something there that's nostalgic, and I
This-
can't put my finger on it.
Th-
Something
at
else.
this point, it doesn't taste anything like water. I feel like I'm having like a almost a mixed drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. mhm.
Yeah.
It
It's
might-
not like overly fizzy.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's-
like
Really
that.
nice.
It's a nice one. Yeah, for sure.
I like the
Are
flavor.
we getting paid by Liquid Death to do
We're-
this?
that's the idea.
I spent my own money to
We're
buy
gonna-
this.
we're gonna
You
make
hear
this
that,
happen.
Liquid Death?
Let's do this here. We can,
They need advertising though.
Liquid
Don't,
death.
let's put them
yeah,
right
don't fucking
right
they'll
there.
sponsor us.
There's that one there. All right, where's the? Let's see. We'll do one of these. Put.
Yeah,
It's
there
hard
we
for me
go.
doing one. Yeah, closer. So you have room for the
just
third.
hand them
And that
to-
way they're all there. We've got them all in the frame, and that way, Liquid Death. Ty and I's drinking my Michael Bublé with you guys.
Ooh.
Aw,
There we go. That's it. Joining in on the fun.
I do like a good buble.
Oh yeah, that's it. So what's our consensus on the mango
I
chainsaw?
love
I like the mango one. This is my favorite one so far.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Who would have thought? You
Yeah.
just said mine.
But it was flavored.
I prefer this over the one that I tasted something that isn't supposed to be there. But yeah, that's pretty good. So while we're going for the final
I don't know how to space
next
this
round
out.
no, it's good. It's all good.
We have 2 more flavors.
Let's
Ooh.
we want to go for it now.
Are we gonna
Go
we
for it
can
now.
just keep passive.
It doesn't matter. Whatever you
Go
guys want to do.
hard.
Go hard. Let's do it. Let's die. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Style liquid death.
I'm coming, Angela Lansbury.
Okay. Do you guys want the berry flavor or the lime flavor? Which one do
That's
you-
an easy choice for me.
I know what Matt would pick.
Yeah, Deirdre knows.
I would say lime because it's kind of
Yeah. Okay.
coming
we can
off of
do
the
lime.
back of
That's what I would pick.
the mango.
Yep, that's the one. That's the winner right there.
Because I almost feel like it's
Going
like
for the
you
line.
bounce too far on the spectrum.
Oh my
That's it. You
God.
get a little bit of citrus. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that one already
That one should have been
died.
for free. Look at the dent on that.
Yeah.
That's the most dented can I've ever seen in my life.
Here we
Right,
go.
okay,
There we
for
go. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're getting in this one.
It's
This one's,
trying.
this
There's
one's,
probably
this
a
one's
nice-
severely mutilated, but that's
It's
okay.
trying its
I was
Yeah,
gonna
it's
like
doing-
return it, and it was on like the highest shelf, and I had to stand up on the ledge to like reach for it,
Aw.
and I wasn't gonna return it because the person, I was like, I can't just like, I didn't realize until I was at the checkout. I was like, I can't go back and like.
I saw a guy in the grocery store. He was walking down the aisle and like the cereal aisle, and he had a container of shrimp, steamed shrimp with
Yeah.
cocktail sauce.
Mhm.
And he looked at it, he shook his head, and he just sat it on the cereal shelf. I was like, "You fucker! You
A
really
decision was
you're
made.
wasting that shrimp.
You just
You're
spoiled it.
wasting that shrimp. God damn it!
People are so fucking ignorant and
Inconsiderate."
Remember the
But that's-
pasta sauce sitting by checkout?
yeah, we just went to the grocery store
All the
yesterday. I saw
time.
that. But you know what? That's going to be me anytime you don't say that phrase
Yeah.
that you need to say. I'm just gonna
Wait, do
shake
I
my
have to
head
start to say
disappointedly
this
and
at the grocery
shrink.
store now too.
Well, whatever.
Anytime you
something.
order something and
Yeah.
you receive it,
Oh, no.
this is the goal. Thank you.
It's a cryptic phrase.
There we go, that's
Let's, like,
right.
Unlock something.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
It's like one of those really old computer games where like they don't even have like the words you can put in. You just have to keep guessing.
You
words.
just have to
Oh my
figure it
God,
out
yeah.
on your own.
That's what my
it.
job is like.
It's not supposed to be with all the training, but you know,
It runs on DOS.
That's all.
There's no guidelines.
No.
You just input words until it works. That's how I learned how to do
it
my
stopped
stupid
saying
job.
error, so that means it's done. There
That's
you go.
literally somebody told me that when out there training with me.
Oh yeah,
I like the lime one.
oh yeah. That one's my favorite. That's my favorite. It was my favorite ahead of time,
I'm
but
still,
it's
I'm
still
still
my
working on the
favorite.
mango. Maybe I should just put it down.
I know.
for a
I'm
bit.
just
Yeah.
I'm just working on them each.
These cups are so
You
full,
need
dear.
some help.
We're
You
gonna
need
be
some
so
help.
hydrated.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be great.
I'm not gonna make it through
Great.
weird news. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be in the bathroom.
Yeah, just sip it up. You don't have to go to town.
We
Yeah,
got time.
that's it. Well, so So I was at the checkout, right? I was at Lowe's, and I had to get some light
Was
bulbs
there shrimp
for
there in
the
the
short.
aisle?
No, no. How the fuck did they get that in here? They had to have brought this from home. So
He's just shaking his head. No.
Nope, not
No.
these. This is not the one.
This is not a 2x4.
This is not. How am I supposed to build anything with these shrimp? This is going to be a nightmare. But so I'm standing there, and I'm going to put this up. We don't have anybody watching right now, but just for posterity.
Where's that busted can, Deirdre? I'm gonna put it up here.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're going to show them. We're
Yeah.
going to show them
This is what
what's
happens.
happening. This is here. Hold
This
on.
I
let
had
me-
to crush it.
Yeah.
It died a liquid death itself.
That's it. It did.
Sorry.
So I'm.
Okay.
Please sponsor me.
That's it. Let's get it. Let's get the liquid death. Come on, guys. We're gonna hashtag him in this and Adam or whatever the kids say these days. So I'm tag it. Thank you, dear. This is what we need you here for. You got to keep us up to
We're gonna
date.
tweet 'em.
That's right. We're gonna tweet all over these people here that to make sure that they sponsored us. So I'm standing in the checkout line. I look forward, and this is in my
Oh, this
face.
is a picture you took.
The manly, it's the manly lip balm. My dad has those.
What the fuck? Offensively
huge.
large lip balm.
First of all, why?
Is it like this? Is it like? The
First
size?
of all, what is a Duke can?
It throws dookie at you.
Secondly, it's offensively large lip balm because otherwise, if it's not offensively
This is-
large,
Oh my god. There's okay.
your
so
delicate
it's-
masculinity will be
it's-
destroyed.
It's
I
trying
guess.
really hard in there, and it's not benefiting from any kind of justification from Deirdre right now.
I'm
but
a
it's
big
saying
man who needs a big chest.
That's right. You know me.
it won't melt in your pocket. Not intended
It
for
does.
skinny
It
jeans.
Does it? That's-
Not intended for skinny jeans. If you're wearing
So they're
skinny
lying
jeans,
to us?
yeah.
4 times bigger than dainty lip balms. A portion of proceeds benefits U.S. veterans. So let me just
So
get this
masculine.
straight. Are you so insecure about your lip balm
Yeah.
that you feel the need to like mark your face with like a dry erase marker?
It's gotta
Like-
be. Yeah. It's gotta be those.
Not for skinny jeans.
No, not for skinny jeans. This is going straight into the briefs.
I really don't understand like who they're marketing this to.
I'm not sure
Who is
either.
so insecure about lip balm
Apparently,
that they needed their
apparently-
Guys.
all these people with their Duke cannons, they're just really having a tough time with that. But I was very confused, and I had to take a picture of that so I could share that with everybody.
SPF 30. It's good for your lips, I guess.
The rest
And
of you
also, do you
looks like a leather handbag that's been left in the river. But at least your lips are supple.
Do you want a 2-inch diameter glistening like
Yeah, right. It looks like you just rubbed the glue stick all over your face. What the fuck is the point of that? It's ridiculous.
I
But
mean, it's good to have a smaller lip balm for one. You don't use as much of it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it's easier to apply. It's
I'm
precise.
telling you.
Oh my god!
These
It's,
are made in the USA.
Yeah, I know. $7 that's a hefty price. That's a hefty price. But so that's the first of the things I wanted to show.
Oh gosh, there's
Uh,
more.
I think there's 3 other images here,
Oh, man,
but I
I'm so
can't
excited.
remember what the last one is. We'll see what the next one is. I think it's the thing I'm thinking of. So an anonymous source sent me this image
okay.
and asked
This is a very bad
and
start
asked,
here.
is it
How big is
How big is
am I?
it? Well, you're not that far off. So it said, "Is this Chris from another dimension?" So that's.
Oh my god!
So,
Oh my god!
so-
Everything about this.
So
is great.
this is an
What the fuck
this
is-
is this
is
is
that Chris?
this is an OnlyFans page,
Oh my
and
god!
and the name of the person on OnlyFans is Bottom Country. Okay.
Bottom country.
Their description says, "Welcome to my site. I'm Bottom Country. I grew up in Pennsylvania countryside. Growing up on a farm, I raised cattle, pigs, and chickens in 4-H. I work a physical job with a capital J. So maybe
Job.
I work a physical job that keeps me in good shape, but it also takes a lot of my time. I enjoy we don't know what it is,
That's not-
but just tell me
Oh my
tell me
God.
that's not Chris.
First of all, that's not any shape I think anyone would want to be in.
Yeah.
This guy is. Let's not insult Chris too much here.
What?
This guy's like. This guy looks like Chris ate another Chris.
Yes, exactly. But see, the connections continue because what does Chris's girlfriend do? Who does she work
She's
for?
Oh, you're
John
right. She
Deere.
works for John Deere.
And
Right.
there's this big fucker next to this giant ass
this
tractor.
MFer on this MFer.
Oh, this MF right there. It's a 745.
right on the side.
It's right there. What is going on?
This is so strange.
I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah. So
It's basically Chris
yeah.
in a jean jacket and a cowboy hat.
Chris times 4.
This guy has that lip balm in his pocket.
You know it. You know it. He's got like 3 of them. He's got a couple extra in the cab just in case he loses them.
Oh.
But yeah, I just couldn't believe that. And I mean everything, even the name.
Price free.
It was it's a free OnlyFans. It's got 23 likes, 7 photos, and 9 videos. And he was last seen recently.
How could you miss him?
How could you miss him? How could you miss him? It's right there.
Holy shit.
But yeah, if you are not enjoying the visual medium here, go on our YouTube page or our Facebook page.
This is 100%.
And-
I'm questioning and cornering Chris about this the next time we see
I didn't
him.
send it to him yet because I wanted to wait for the show. I'm going to send it to him and ask him what's going on here. So, what secrets are you keeping? from us? So there we are. We've got that.
I love that you keep flipping the close up.
I wanted to keep like doing a progressively closer shot, but I didn't do that. But so all of this is brought to you by something that Matt and I talked about off the show. Coming this winter is the Fast and the Penitent. So,
Oh my god!
so I'm pretty sure we talked about this off the air.
Walmart is represented by a flaming skull.
So we've got that too.
Oh,
But yes, yeah.
Holy shit!
So Pope John Paul II's back and he's fucking pissed. So that was the tagline.
He's driving this like souped up car
Yeah,
with
with
a
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker's flaming skeleton in the passenger seat. There's Vin Diesel looking like he always does,
Yeah.
and Shaq making that face, that surprise.
And his head is twice as large as everyone else's. Of course.
John Paul's face.
Mean mugging.
That's the best expression. Because he looks like he's angry about something.
So
Oh my God.
we've got that going for us.
Oh my god.
But
the Fast and the Penitent.
Fast and the
I
Penitent.
forget where that
I had no
conversation
idea.
stemmed
I don't
from.
remember where it happened, but I just wrote it down. I think we were talking after the show last week. I think is what it was.
That might have been.
But whatever it was, I just wrote it down and I thought I got to make this. This is going to be great. So we have survived another round of MonsterCon. So let's do a little recap, everybody. Deirdre and Allison Juan's here. Perfect.
And Juan can chime in too.
Yeah, Juan.
We'll read your comments.
Oh
on
yes,
the
we
show.
will, Juan, as usual. As
Juan
usual.
was also there. He's the only person not in person.
That's exactly right. So we started everything off as usual. We all piled in and headed on over. And let's see. So that was on Friday. Friday mainly we just perused. I think we
I
went
don't,
around.
yeah, I don't think we had
We
any
didn't
encounters
do
or
anything. Deirdre, were you there on Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she
Did you do anything?
She was creeping.
I had a
That's right.
photo
Oh.
op with Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
saw.
He was
him.
really close to my face, and it was a little awkward.
Grandpa, yeah.
That's because you got to hear what you're saying.
He's-
It was like the whole story, but it's like pretty like stupid and long.
You can tell it. I mean, that's what the
Right.
show's for.
This is
Yeah.
this is the absolute venue for you.
So what happened was,
Let's
I
go.
got a photo op and fucking $80.
Yep.
I mean $70 plus all the fucking fees. But anyways, I was there.
Mm-hmm.
I was so anxious because I'm like, it's fucking Malcolm McDowell. But it's like 2 seconds, so I'm
Yes.
fine. I'm fine, right? I'm like, the person in front of me goes, I'm having a fine time.
Mhm.
I'm like shaking
Mm-hmm.
because
Yep.
I get anxious so easily.
Sure.
And then the guy's like, it's your turn. Go up to Malcolm McDowell. I was like, oh my God. I'm like shaking. I'm like oh my God. Like walking
All
up to him.
folded up, right?
I'm like walking up to him, and he just like throws his arm around me real quick.
He's like, come here.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I don't even know what the first thing he said to me was." But then he was like, "What's your age?" And I was like,
I'm too young for you, Malcolm McDowell. That's how old I am.
"No." And I was like, "Ma-"
He's like a
So-
Santa Claus.
Yeah, he is.
And what would you like this year, little girl?
I should set this up. He wasn't talking to me like face to face. His face, he's pretty short, by the way.
Yes.
But he's taller than me because I'm short.
Mhm.
His face, like he had his arm around me. His face was like right next to my face.
Mhm.
Like I was just like, you are way too close. And so I'm like, oh, I'm 17, and he goes, I remember being 17. Oh, the joys of being 17. And I'm like, what?
He had that line in the chamber, whatever age you said.
It's ready.
Because and no matter how old you are, he remembers being that age.
You're
And what a
you are
what it
undoubtedly
was. Yep.
whoever you are,
Thank you.
undoubtedly younger than him.
That's it.
There's no question about
Why-
it.
The photo ran away.
Juan's commenting on the
Yes,
on the
sir.
Red Solo cups and Liquid Death says definitely a party.
I was
All
gonna
right.
get just the Solar brand, but they're fucking expensive.
They are. Yeah.
What?
No, it's
They got way too full
it's like
themselves.
Kleenex and tissue. They're
Yeah,
synonymous
hefty
these
brands.
days. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Hefty,
Band-Aid.
hefty is what we want, especially after
That's
seeing that other world, Chris.
This is
So what do we have here?
This is-
Bottom country.
That's right. There's no
Welcome
thin
to
Chris on
bottom
OnlyFans.
country.
Only the hefty.
There's
one.
no thin Chris. There's a market for you now.
That's
Let's just
right.
remember. you can get your own home.
That's it.
It is berry it all berry flavor.
Okay.
Ba-
Bury it all.
Bury it all.
Bury. Oh, buried alive.
No. Oh yeah, berry.
Bury it alive.
I was
Bury it
thinking-
alive.
I like bury it all better, Jack, personally, but
I just wasn't thinking. But I also forgot to tell you the lime one was just severed lime.
severed lime.
Severed lime.
Oh, this is interesting.
They're all this
Very
very.
alive.
It's very violent.
Yeah.
These are all the meat. The manner.
I'm
in which-
enjoying the violence. It
will
really
murder
it's
you.
it's a very cathartic experience as I drink this. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm grateful for this experience.
Yeah,
Um,
thanks so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
we need.
Kate.
Let's see. We got to put
Thanks
the
for
put the
educating
berry
me
one
because
over there.
I also feel like such an ignorant asshole.
Well, you still are, but
I mean,
at
I
least
am.
now you've had liquid death.
I like
That's
to just be, I strive to be a slightly less ignorant asshole
that's it.
throughout my
See,
life.
and that's what makes you better. That's what makes you better.
That
Than
makes me
all
better than the rest of
That's
you.
right. Best for you, ignorant assholes.
I go from humble to super. Oh man.
Yep, that's it. Everybody tells me I'm so smart for a genius. We, you got to make do with. what
I
you can.
remember being that age.
I remember being a genius.
Boy, was it a good time.
Oh,
I
that's great.
remember my first liquid death.
That's right. Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
So that was good. So you got your Malcolm McDowell, got your photo. Now, what was the departure? Did you say bye or did you just peace out?
I was like, bye, Malcolm McDowell. And he was like, bye, child.
Yes, that's it.
He didn't even ask my name. He was just like straight for the
Well,
like,
what's
he was
so-
like,
Nope, not
it's so
interested.
funny because later on,
oh
skipping
was
to
thinking the same thing.
skipping to the end of the experience, and of course we'll fill in the gaps in
Oh my
between
God.
this. But
my
like
God.
I was
Too soon.
I was sitting there with Malcolm McDowell. I went to go like talk to him and get a photo or whatever.
Mhm.
I'm sitting there next to him on the chair, and you guys roll up,
Right.
and like we're like the only people there.
That was at
And
the end.
he's like he's like, oh, and who are these people?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, these are my friends.
You remember 17, don't you?
Also, he didn't ask me. He wasn't like,
Right.
who are you? He
No,
asked Matt.
no,
who
it's
was
like,
this?
because
Yeah.
he trusts Matt. That's why. They've already
We have
established their bond. Yeah.
Best friend.
That's right.
Sleepover.
Yeah, they know what
He's
this
coming
is.
over next week.
That's it. Yeah, he knows what his favorite meal is. He's going to cook it for him.
It was weirdly intimate sitting there with him though, because like we were like shoulder to shoulder,
Yeah.
sitting there, and I was talking to him like he was like my uncle or my grandpa or
Right,
something
right.
like that. It was just weirdly casual, and then
Yeah.
you guys rolled up, and I'm like, this is even more casual
This
now. I
is
just
it.
feel like I'm at a party or something.
Yeah. like we all came over to hang out, and you're like, sorry, Grandpa, I'm going to go hang out with my friends now.
That's kind of what it felt like when we left. It's like, all right, I didn't even say goodbye. I just rolled out.
So Friday, we sort of wandered around, called it an evening. we spotted our bartender though, which was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like inundated.
He was
though.
oh yeah, we barely got to talk to him. He did give us free drinks though.
And immediately when he saw us, he rolled up and
It's like, hey! He yelled at us too. That was the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We were-
yes.
I felt like a celebrity for a
Yeah,
minute.
well, I'll tell you, I felt like Wilford Brimley
I got
all over
I got the
again.
royal treatment.
Oh, it was a
I
beautiful
think
thing.
we only saw those two guys in the bar. I think that first night.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
the only thing that really Anthony Michael Hall
Mhm.
and that dude who I
Oh.
still do not remember what his name
Oh
is.
man,
But he
John
walked in-
Hammond.
Oh, John Hammond. Yeah, from Jurassic
No,
Park.
that was night two. I mean
Yeah,
the
that's
tall guy.
The British guy.
Yeah, that he
Oh,
walked in and I was
oh,
like, I bet he's
the,
famous.
the White Walker guy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Richard Brake, I think his name
Well,
was.
it's not Richard Belzer. I know
No,
that.
it's
much.
not Richard Belzer. Is he alive still?
He's still
Oh,
alive,
man, he better
and
be.
he's smoking weed
Have you,
every
you
day.
ever heard the theory that his character Munch is from SVU actually connects like 1,000 different like TV universes
What?
because he did weird crossovers into like that character crosses over into like the X
He's all over the
Files.
place.
Okay.
That particular character, he's in like The Wire, he's in X Files, he's in SVU, and then because of that, there's other connection through those TV shows
Okay.
that now pull it into the one verse. I swear to God, look this up.
This is it.
Munch. There's like a whole huge
I'm
spider
going
web.
to check into
It's
this.
fucking crazy. I just went down a rabbit hole. One
I
time.
love it. His character's always informative, and I love the first time I watched a documentary about like the 70s or something. No, might even been about the 70s, I think it was. And he was on there like every 15 minutes talking about all the drugs that he did. And he didn't contribute anything except like this litany of all of the drugs that he consumed. It was great. I loved it. It made it even better.
Nice.
But so then Saturday we came back bright and early. We got there, wandered around,
wandered into one.
wandered into one. Of course, I had to leave.
It was funny how oh yeah, Matt wasn't there.
I had to go to a funeral. It was hilarious because here I am. I'll tell you what a knee slapper of a funeral. Yeah. So I walk in. You know, I have a leather like motorcycle jacket on, and I don't even remember what the hell else I was wearing. Some black shirt with some fucking thing on and jeans. And I walk into the thing, and everybody's looking at me walking by. And then I come out of the bathroom where I changed into my suit and everything, and everybody was very confused. There were like two people standing outside the bathroom. They like went in, and that came out. And then as I was walking out of the building, Deirdre was coming in.
Yeah.
She was like, "Hi, what?"
Gotta go.
Gotta go to a funeral. I'll be back.
I couldn't come early or stay late because I
Yeah.
had to take care of dogs and also do babysitting gigs. But that was the most confusing thing. And
Well,
then, when I was leaving, you were like, "Oh, hello."
Yeah. It was perfect timing. I couldn't have organized it better. And my favorite part was when I came back from the funeral. I went into the bathroom to change, and Nate from Witch Hazel was there. And I walked in past him, and I got all the way around the corner. He was washing his hands in front of the mirror, and he looked up, and I kind of chuckled a little bit when I walked past him. And he looks up and he goes, "Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck?" he was very confused while I was wearing a suit. So I just really enjoyed that whole turn of events. That was definitely that.
Isn't it funny?
For me.
Like a costume change just throws everybody
It's
off.
great.
Like, they
It's
see
great.
you
It makes me
wearing
want to
one
do it
thing.
more often.
You should just
I'm
do
gonna
like
start-
several
I'm
costume
gonna
changes.
start doing that.
Do
I'm gonna
like
do
a
like
freaking
tearaway,
Lady
like
Gaga
with like buttons,
Yeah.
like just snaps, so I can just
Yeah.
rip it off, and I'm wearing
Just
something
get
else.
down
now.
to like the last layer that you want to be in.
Yeah, that's it. think about that. So anyhow, so we get there nice and early. We're getting everything together. I don't think we really did a whole lot before I left, right?
No. You had left. So you left like right in the middle of the day. We were
Yeah.
only there for like lunch or something. We all had
Right,
lunch, and then
right.
you had to split.
Oh no, you and I have our.
Oh, no.
It was before, yeah.
We had. Oh
I
my
left
god!
before.
Wait, that was a funny story.
So here we go.
Okay, so you leave. Me and Allison decide to go have lunch at the hotel. They have like a self-serve taco bar, right?
Yeah.
And then the guy
The guy says,
at the
"Go
front,
on in."
he
It's,
goes,
it's
go
all you
ahead,
can eat."
self-serve, all you can eat. You know, but, he really doesn't say anything else. He's like, it's $18 or whatever. It's for all, whatever you want.
Mhm.
We go in. That's it. That's our last interaction with that guy.
Mhm.
We go in. We help ourselves to a lot of tacos, and I got some free water that was out in the hallway because it was
Yeah.
really serving. and
Right.
everything.
Yeah, no one ever came to the table. No one ever brought us like drinks or anything.
So
Sure.
we finish up, and we're like, where do we pay?
Right.
How do we pay?
Yeah.
There's no one here anymore. The guy who was there at the desk is no longer there. And we walked out, and I was like, I guess we're just gonna leave.
That's
Because
it.
what do I do? Wait here for an hour? Like, what do I just leave an $18 like thing at the
That's
table?
what
or
you do. Just
Like,
yeah. Well, and you know what happened? The person who was supposed to be manning the register last year, what happened was Christopher Lloyd came up and was like, "Can you help me get back to my car?" And that was
So my
it.
time.
It was gone. It was gone. That was it. Never saw him again.
And we basically did that too. We just zipped right out of there.
That's all
We
you
went
gotta
into
do.
another time period.
Yeah. That's
So-
as you do.
Allison was very uncomfortable with it. I was like, it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, and then
Yeah.
then we proceeded to go and stand in line outside of the buffet.
Yeah,
like-
we like staring right at the people that may possibly have wanted to take the money. I never saw anybody else pay either. Though.
That's
So-
it.
Actually, I think I did. I did see people, but they were also the same people who got service for like drinks.
That's
and
This is
things,
it.
so
That's
That's
it.
true.
No
Well,
one came.
it's fine. I don't think there was
Maybe
a
they
real
thought you were a
loss.
celebrity. Didn't-
Ah,
there was-
see?
When I walked in, somebody said something to me. This is the second time somebody said I look like this guy from Chicago Med or some
Oh,
shit.
okay.
And he looks like this vaguely Middle Eastern guy.
I always say yes. I always say yes. I say yes whenever people say
So I was
something like
walking. I was walking back. I should have. I was walking back with my free waters. That like I'm like the biggest leech ever. I'm walking back with these free waters back into the place.
Yeah.
Still no one's there at the desk. But as I'm walking back, some person in the lobby's like, "Hey, are you the guy from Chicago Met?" And I turn around. I'm like, "You're talking to me?"
that.
And they're like, "Yeah, we're talking to you." And I was like, "Oh, who do you think I am?" And they're like, you look like this guy.
Because
from
I was on
Chicago
something,
Med."
but I'm not going to tell you what it was.
I need to hear
Yeah.
you say it.
You have to guess. You have to guess the show that I was
I'm
on.
like a bridge troll. You gotta solve riddles just to get me to talk to you. And if you feel starstruck, then good.
That's right. This
Just
is
give me money.
mission accomplished.
But they were like, the one guy said, "Oh, my wife was like, man, is that guy from that show? Is he here? Why is he here?" And I was like, I don't think I look that much like this dude.
Didn't you see me in Evil Dead? I was in Chicago
That's
Med
more
and
passable.
Evil Dead.
Chicago
I
Med.
only do shows that rhyme.
Evil men.
Dang, we really missed out though. We should have started just. You should have sat down at a table and
should
set up
have.
like photo ops.
I got an opportunity to be on Game of Thrones, but I couldn't find a show that rhymed with it, so I had to turn it down. I'm sorry, I have my rules. I'm a principled individual. You know, we celebrities are real finicky like that. We're weird.
It possibly,
Weird people.
maybe they just. I think it was more apathy than starstruck.
Yeah,
So-
maybe.
Well,
But anyways, so
Whatever.
So we have our lunch. We steal our lunch, and then we run into. We're walking back, and Allison veers off towards the vending area. Like I don't know. I think you were going to look at something for yourself. Because you just like.
No, I just totally was lost.
Oh. She was seemed
I
to
couldn't
be.
remember where the celebrities were.
So, but because of that, it was almost like you had this instinct. This wand radar went off
Yes.
because who do we want run right into? There's Juan right there.
There you
Now,
are.
we'd seen Sean
Yeah.
days prior.
Right,
He'd
yeah.
come over
We
and
saw
said hi.
him. We saw him on Friday.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. He came over and said hi to us and Brad, their
Yeah,
friend.
yeah.
But then we reunited with Juan.
There
That was
we go.
great. I haven't seen Juan since last year.
I'll tell you, I
I'm
don't.
in that stupid fucking building. We have different days, so we don't run into each
Yeah,
other.
it doesn't happen. I'll tell you, you guys might have found Juan, but my meeting with Juan took the cake.
Oh, yours was the
It
best.
was amazing.
We're all sitting at the table, Matt, Allison, and I, and Juan comes over. We saw Juan was back in the booth. We didn't want to disturb him. They just got their food, all that kind of stuff. Juan comes over, kneels next to us at the table, puts his arm on the back of my chair, and goes, "Did you see that guy with the shit all up his back?" He said it again.
That's the best
Did
part.
you see the guy with the shit all over his back? And he goes, "Hi, by the way." I said, no, take that back. The way you started was fine. And that was absolutely wonderful. So it says, "Shit diaper, why would I say hello first?" That's exactly right. What is the point of a greeting? When you've already made the best one.
That it seriously like makes Matt's day.
Oh
Because-
my God.
I mean, unintentionally, Juan didn't mean to do that, but Matt like loathes formality.
I hate them. I hate saying hello and goodbye to people. I hate that so much. Let's just start talking. Yeah. Just let me know that you're talking to me so I can make sure I can look at your mouth so I can understand what you're saying. But don't say hello and all this shit. Just start talking to me. It's because I already want to go home.
Life
So-
is just one big greeting. You only have to say hello first,
That's right.
and then at the
That's-
very end, when you say goodbye,
That's it.
that means you're not going to see anyone.
That's
ever
right.
again.
That's a final goodbye. That means one of us is about to die or move very far away.
No liquid about it, just
No,
death.
just death. No liquid, all death. Just cans of death. That's what I want. But yeah, so then let's see what else happened on Saturday. We perused around the vendor room some more. Didn't you get some autographs
Yeah,
on
that
Saturday?
Saturday was the day we decided to do some autographing, and
I just followed them around like a
Yeah, it was great. It was-
that was the best
That's
part.
what it's all
honestly.
about Quinn Lord.
Oh my
I was
God.
okay. This is their story to tell because I wasn't like really front and center. But when they went to meet this John guy, I don't know who he is.
This is so great. John
Oh, yeah,
Bernthal,
John
who's
Bernthal.
probably was the biggest draw there.
No, this
He was
John guy.
he was like the replacement for Brendan Fraser, basically.
Yeah, he was.
And
Yeah.
he's, you know,
It
from the
was like
walk,
a last minute fill in. Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
he's from The Walking Dead. But it's so funny though that you don't know him because he's like one of the few people that is like in like A-list stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
He's in like The Wolf of Wall Street. He's in like he's the Punisher,
Mhm.
and he's a whole bunch. He's in a whole bunch of shit. He
We built
constantly
this
gets
city.
work. Yeah, he just did that Baltimore show
Everyone
with
is,
Juan.
like,
With
trying
Juan.
to be like, oh, he's
Who
in
got
this-
cut out of
Yeah,
it.
you're still just
I
like,
was like,
what?
I've never watched any of that. And the attendant, when you guys were like getting,
This is great.
they were getting the autograph and they were getting their picture taken, and the attendant was like, "Don't you want your picture taken?" And I was like, "Oh, no." And he's like, "Are you sure it's this John guy?" I can't say his last name, sorry about
He's heartbroken.
He's like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "I don't know who this guy is." And then he starts pointing to the poster, and he's like, "Well, he was in this, and he was in this. Don't you want a picture?" I was like, "No." And then with this stuff, like, I haven't watched any of it. I don't have cable. I watched like the first season of Walking Dead. Sorry.
That's it. There you go. Yeah, it's wonderful. So you got you guys saw quite a few people.
And we talk about this too in the recordings and stuff. But
Yeah.
he was like, what do we say to him?
How's
How's it going?
Yeah,
here or something?
basically,
He's
how
like,
you
this,
holding up?
this
Yeah.
ain't shit. This ain't shit. He says, I do stuff all day. I do crazy stuff all the time, every day. This is
Mhm.
nothing. And I was like, why did we bring up lunch?
I
Did
don't-
you eat
I
lunch
think
yet or
that-
something? We were
yeah.
asking him like monthly
And just
questions.
Right.
Yeah, for some reason I just went into that
Well-
mode with all of the celebrities. Did you get a chance to eat lunch yet? Are you
Yeah.
taking care of yourself? Are you drinking enough liquid death?
Right. Yeah. We need to know.
Just want to force feed Quinn like a sandwich. I was like, oh my god.
It almost got to that
What's
point,
wrong with
honestly.
me?
that was our most involved interactions I
Right.
think that we had with Quinn Lord.
Oh my
So
god.
John
Yeah.
Bernthal needed to eat lunch.
He
said
needed
he'll
a sandwich. in
he
his
said he'll
life.
eat when he's dead.
Yeah.
Which is sooner than later because when I put my arm around him, he
Uh-huh.
felt like a skeleton.
Does that mean he's possessed by worms? Is that what it is? He's just waiting for this vessel to die so he can finally eat the rest of it.
John Wormfall.
Exactly right.
Oh,
Yep, that's it.
So we finished up with him, and then we were like, so we're standing by this guy, Quinn Lord. Quinn Lord plays the little kid Sam in Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat's having this whole big resurgence now
Yeah.
because we'll get into that in a second. But I'm like, do you want to get the
I like-
autograph for this guy?
I love
And
that movie,
she's
but
like- she's like,
It's less exciting because he's like an adult person now
Yeah.
and not
Like
a
a
cute
little
little child that's like creepy.
Could you kneel down?
So I was like, I'm not really all that interested.
Right. Yeah. That's it.
He outgrew his level of interest.
Sorry,
for
kid.
you.
Yeah.
But I insisted that we go and do it anyways. So
Right. Sure.
here we go. Allison, me, and Deirdre and I, and
Oh man.
we
Cue an agonizing 15-minute long conversation.
it was great because I branched off to talk to his dad, who was like his handler. And we talked about like the movie business and like
Right.
balancing
Oh,
like
man.
personal life and work life.
So
And
you're Nazi?
oh my god,
Oh my god, yeah.
He's got-
I
good lord.
forgot about that.
he's got pictures. They're having an excruciation conversation with this
No,
boy.
I don't even think we got to the
Oh, wasn't
conversation
that
yet.
yet?
No.
Oh Jesus.
We just walked right up, and one of the first things you said.
There's pictures of what this kid has been in. You know, stuff you can have purchase and sign. And one of the shows he was in is
Oh,
called
God.
The Man in the High Castle.
Right.
There's all kinds of pictures of him on this table,
Right.
of him with swastika armbands.
Right.
And I just casually was like, oh, I didn't know he used to be a Nazi.
Like points at the picture and just says with a completely like straight face.
Anyway, I'm gonna go talk to your dad now.
That's basically what happened.
Oh my god.
I'm here for your dad.
And then his dad proceeded to tell us about what that there was
For
like a really
advertising.
bad marketing campaign they did
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
They basically loaded the streets with these swastikas and
That's it.
Japanese flags.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
it.
in New York.
That's how you win.
Yeah.
That's
He's like-
how you do it.
It was famous, but for the wrong reasons.
Right there.
Yeah.
Finally, yeah. Finally some representation, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, so then you also saw a few others, didn't you? What's
Yeah.
that of it?
Yeah, we
who
saw
else did we see?
Chris Sarandon and
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the
man.
front
There you
dude.
are, yeah.
I'm still
Right
That was great. I love it. We talked to him about Chris Sarandon. Last time I met him a few years ago,
Mhm.
he was fist bump, guy. He kept
Yeah.
his distance,
Yeah.
and this was way before COVID and all. So we got in a conversation about. I was like, I met you before, and you were like way ahead of this whole thing. You probably were like, you probably did okay. You probably fared all right. And he was saying like, it's not just for me. It's for the rest of you guys too, because I'm shaking hands and then I'm carrying germs over. It's just safer.
Yeah, he's
And we're
making
like-
legitimate points.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there agreeing, and we've got our
You have
masks
to wear a
on
mask with
Right.
him.
for just
It was
just
requisite.
for
Mhm.
this,
Mhm.
and we're agreeing, and
then-
it's great.
We had a great conversation with him. Very pleasant guy, super
Oh,
sweet.
God.
We walk over next to him is Williams Ragsdale, table next to him, also from Fright Night.
We take our masks off
We take-
because
oh,
he's
man.
more comfortable and stuff. Immediately,
Right.
I look over. I just happen to look over at Chris Sarandon, and we make eye contact, and it was legit like Fright Night,
Yeah.
where he's the vampire looking at me. And then I'm done. I'm like, this guy is so like
Right.
just disgusted.
Allison just like looked him dead in the eyes while she took the mask off and crumpled it up threw it on the floor. Just maintain eye contact with him.
I could not go back to his table ever again. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to. I've offended this person deeply. And it's sad because our interaction was so pleasant,
Well, that's it.
and then I feel like I ruined it.
Well, that's Hollywood, baby. That's how it goes. Nothing is real. Nothing is real.
I feel like you were far enough away from him at that point that it didn't matter anymore to him. Because you have to remember, he knows you were walking around the whole place without a mask all
He
day.
doesn't know that.
Yeah.
He only saw me with the mask on.
That's
He
true.
could have thought that I was wearing that the whole time.
I think part of the stigma of that too is that you revealed your whole face to him, so that he knows just who did that.
No.
The only thing that would have been better is that if you had a giant mouth with sharp teeth and that's you pulled the whole thing out. Yep,
Oh,
that's
God.
it.
And then I proceeded to freaking talk to William Ragsdale.
She goes,
How about this bitch
"Oh my
over here,
God."
huh?
Tell him what you said to him right off the bat.
We go over there, and I don't know what's wrong with me. I just don't know what's wrong with me. But we go in, and we're talking to him, and I was like, hey, we were watching your movie, that Fright Night movie, just last week, and it's like, it's one of my favorites. But you know what? Your character's as a boyfriend, he sucked.
And he was
I
like,
was like, Charlie Brewster was a terrible boyfriend. And he was so genuinely confused because I don't think anyone has ever said that
Sure.
about him.
Wow.
And he was like,
critique.
well, he was only 17. Like, he was doing the best he could. I was like, yeah, but still.
he tried to stand up for him. He's like, he tried to do good, and it
Not
was
good
like,
enough.
No,
He's like,
that's
yeah,
it.
not
No,
good
that's
enough.
it. Sorry.
He was a pretty shitty boyfriend. I'm pretty sure that was written into the script.
Yeah. Well, then I go, but you know. but then I go, oh, but you know, you're probably perfectly decent. And what did he say back? He was like,
Oh yeah, he's like,
oh, I don't know about that.
No,
or
no, I don't know about that.
Yeah. I got a long rap sheet.
Oh God.
I've had quite a hiatus between movies.
Let
if
me
you
tell you-
haven't noticed.
Let me tell you what, it was like a 30-year. I'm not going to say that it was a paragraph. It was a little shorter than that. We'll let you fill in the details.
Here's a QR code for my OnlyFans. It's called Bottom Country. Check it out if you have a chance.
Oh God.
Yeah, so that was good.
So
That was great.
That's
That was
all,
great.
I think that's who all we met, right?
Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. And then
For that day.
yeah, for that day, and then we finished the evening off as per usual on Saturdays with the costume contest.
Oh my God.
Hey,
that was amazing.
All right, I'm gonna try not to yell about this. I yelled enough.
Oh,
I know,
he
I know
said-
Deirdre
he
missed
sent
it
you a
because
bunch
of
of
all the
Yeah,
stuff.
he sent me like so many. Oh my God.
So I understand that when you are, as someone who runs an expo, I understand when you're running an expo, you have to sort of cater or at the very least be aware and somewhat sensitive to your attendees. Okay. And somebody complained enough that they got rid of the sexiest costume category. Yeah, I am furious. I was sad and depressed first, and then I turned that into anger because I'm a man. And so I then screamed about this.
But you're waving that
I-
lip balm in your
Very angry giant lip balm.
Your Duke
It was
Cannon lip balm.
offensive. Yeah.
Duke Cannons. They're fired up.
So, but they did have a very interesting little smattering of things, with the exception of one douchebag that was there, but we won't even
Yeah.
talk about him.
Mhm.
But there were some very creative costumes. They did some great stuff. I was happy that Uncle Frank won.
Yeah.
That was very exciting for me as a Hellraiser fan. I even said I found him on Instagram and I told him I was screaming for him the whole time.
That
He
was-
very happy.
That was actually the first thing we did on Saturday. It wasn't it? No,
What?
Sunday. Your autograph.
Oh yeah,
With
that
the-
was
with
yeah.
the real.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, with the real one, yeah. Well, not really the real Uncle Frank. It's Uncle Frank in the skin, but still, yes, yeah. So
So
I,
Frank underneath.
of course, his name is escaping me at this moment. But anyhow, so we had the costume contest. That was great. Then we sort of came out, wandered around a little bit, and that was it. We headed out for the day. Sunday, we came back with the intention of closing in on all the things. Of course, I went over, hit Vinegar Syndrome, which was a little light on the stuff I was looking for, but they had their available things. I was very sad that I think it was it Cavity Colors, or was it one of the they were outside of the main vendor room, that they just had an empty table with the sign on there.
Yeah.
It was that, or it was it wasn't Studio House Designs. It was one of the usual ones that are there that I follow on the internet.
They never showed up.
And I guess they never showed up because their table was completely empty. They didn't have anything left behind, and it didn't look like they had ever set up their table. So I don't know if they just didn't make it or what the deal was, but that was kind of sad. But there were still some around. Severin was there. Some of the usuals that we were used to seeing. So it's always good to see those people coming back. The guy who does the 3D printed statuary that's always upstairs, he had this fucking awesome Lemmy bust, but unfortunately he had sold it by the time I came back to get it, which that was my mistake.
We
not
saw
proud of it.
that day, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, look, this guy's got a cool puzzle box." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "I'll buy this for Matt."
Yeah.
Instead of buying the thing that Matt
Right.
picked out, he said, "Oh, this is cool."
Let me
And
get
then it
this
was
other
gone.
thing that he already has 3 of. But I got one of his cards, so I'm going to see if I can get him to send me
Yeah.
one. And maybe you'll send me one for free because I mentioned him on the show. I don't remember what his name is.
That's
but
right.
well,
Sponsorship.
we're gonna cut it in. This is the sponsor episode. That's right. We're doing the shout outs. We're gonna get those. Yeah, so it was good. And then Sunday went and saw I still can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Uncle Frank.
Uncle Frank / Kirsty's dad. I went and got my Hellraiser poster signed, and I was talking to him about it, and I said this was from the attic of an old movie theater.
Mhm.
I said it just sucks that it was folded up because now it's all creased and everything. He goes, actually, that's how the movie theaters over here got them. And so that was something that I had. I mean, all the signatures they had gotten on there. I had all the Cenobites on there. Clive Barker, Ashley Lawrence. None of them said anything about it. I told them all pretty much the same story, but nobody made that commentary. So that was pretty cool to finally have that mystery. I don't know about solved, but at least had some information there. So, but yeah, so that was pretty much that. I don't think. Oh, so then you go and talk to. Sean Chapman was Uncle Frank one, but we're talking about Kirsty's dad because later on Uncle Frank puts on her dad's skin, and so obviously I can't think what the heck his name was, but anyhow, so then you go and you're talking to Malcolm McDowell.
We talked to Galen Ross that day.
Yeah, that's
From
right.
Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
She was cool.
Yeah.
She's very nice. Apparently, vitamin D supplements are bullshit. That's what I learned from her.
Yeah.
They're just full of shit. Don't even take them. And her handler had all these medical issues that she just felt the need to share with us. I felt like that was another thing. She was like talking to us more than
she was
we
kind of
was.
talking
I was like,
over.
can you,
I was like,
I'm not here for you.
I want to talk to her.
I want to talk to this important person.
Mm-hmm.
You're not important.
Well,
but it was fine. It was, it was whatever. We were all just bullshitting.
The important thing was the parting words of Malcolm McDowell.
Oh my gosh,
The most
yeah.
important part.
So
Yeah, so after
we're
that.
standing.
But wait, we didn't talk about
This
the.
is like we should do chronological order.
This is all. That
Yeah.
is the benefit of that mobile recording footage or audio because we are a little more comprehensive with it or cohesive, I guess.
There was a missing element.
This is it. You got to get in. You got to get in.
You guys were trying to get a skeet sighting.
Oh,
That's right. Oh my God, I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
So
That
what
was
day
really
was
embarrassing.
this was Sunday. So I'm outside. Everybody else is inside. I'm outside smoking a cigar, and I'm pacing because then I'm out there by myself. So I'm just walking back and forth in front of the lobby of the hotel, and going back and forth. And as I turn, I clip my shoulder on somebody else's shoulder, and so I reach my arm out and I went, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I put my arm on the shoulder, and the guy goes, "It's okay," and he kept walking, and got in a car. And afterwards, I thought, "Wait a minute." That was Skeet already. so no, this was on Saturday. Yes,
yeah.
Because he wasn't going home because we saw him go home and we still didn't know it was him. Yeah, we were sitting around in the lobby because Matt was going to go. I guess you were going to see if Malcolm McDowell had anybody at the table. That's what it was. So Deirdre, Allison, and I were sitting in the lobby. Yeah. And we were commenting on all of the strange people going by and yelling at them and pretending like that was our hotel room and people were walking through it. And all. So we were having a good time with that. But Skeeted on through again and over to the embassy Skeets and so across the Skeet and so it's across the Skeet from the Marriott. So we had a good time with that.
I was
But
like, is that sweet? As you get into his
It's
car,
like,
and
I don't think
I
that's
was
a-
like, and I was like,
I forgot.
I was
Yeah.
like, Allison, like, watch my face. And I just like,
Yeah.
She just like
after
jetted.
him. There's like this barrier that I like leaned out from to like see if it was him. And
Yeah.
he looked so startled, and I was just like thumbs up and like.
You did better than the other
Oh
people.
my gosh,
They
yeah.
came up to the window and like knocked on the window and got him to lean out the window to take pictures with them.
A free picture.
Yeah, right, exactly.
People
Yeah.
taking free
Fucking
pictures.
Those are also like
ridiculous.
the worst pictures. They obviously
Of
don't
course,
wanna
yeah.
take that photo. Stop.
Yeah, you had all weekend to get a real picture with this guy. Well, even though he was
Especially don't
hard
want
to.
to pay.
Yeah,
That's exactly
it's
why.
so, it's so cheap and shitty. I actually saw somebody do that too. I forget who that was walking the floor, and they went and did a selfie with them in the hallway, and I was like,
Mhm.
you don't do
Yeah,
that.
catching them.
I
Yeah,
almost beat the guy up, took the phone away from him, and broke it.
Next time we're gonna do the bouncer thing where you grab them just under the shoulder, like right in the armpit, and you're like, "Come on, time to go."
Bye.
Time to go. We're just gonna make our own like MonsterCon vests. It'll say MonsterCon on it too, and they'll be bright orange. Have a little pumpkin on the back, and we're gonna basically walk people out when they get in trouble. It might get us more celebrity sightings. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what might happen? But yeah. So let's see. What else am I forgetting? Anything? Okay. So
All right.
did I miss anything else before we get to the Deirdre?
No, Allison is like, oh, look at those photos he's sending me. That's sending
Oh,
me.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And then,
Oh my God!
Sorry.
Oh my God! So yeah. So Matt says I'm witnessing some moment right now. Right?
Yeah.
And he sends a picture to Allison of Doug Bradley, who's Pinhead, for those of you not in the know, leaning over the table of Malcolm McDowell, and Matt was standing there witnessing.
I was
this whole thing.
literally. I was as close as I am to you right now.
Yeah.
Like that's how I was standing at the table, just kind of waiting my turn. Doug Bradley rolls up and he's like, "Oh, Malcolm, I haven't seen you all con. How have you been?" And,
Right.
and they're like, "He's like, oh, I've been doing good. How have you been?" And they start talking, having this conversation, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And they just start like catching up. And I'm just standing there, just waiting my turn or
That's
whatever. And I'm just like, I just took a little picture real quick, and I'm like, I wish you guys could see this happening right now. What the fuck is going on?
Well, then we booked it.
Yeah. And then we were like, "Oh, we
Yeah.
gotta go now."
So that all like, and that finished up quickly, and there
Right.
was like, they said their farewells. Then it's my turn. I'm like, oh, that was cool.
How you gonna file that up?
It was kind of like the opposite. Remember with who I met the girl who plays like Kelly from Ash vs Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And she had like this kid who was like dressed like Ash. His name was Ash.
Dana Del Lorenzo. Did
Dana
you forget her
Lorenzo.
name?
Yeah, that's her. I forgot her name as I'm talking about it because she didn't give a shit.
No, she didn't. That's it. You're out of my mind. You didn't give me any time.
It
You're
was-
out of my mind.
It was like the opposite of that, where it was like, so she had this whole experience with a little kid who was like, it was a profound thing where this kid was like autistic or something, and he didn't really talk to people, but he was very social with her. And then it was just this whole big deal, and I was right behind that kid. So I was like, "Hi, nice to meet you. Bye."
It's
See
the
ya."
same thing that happened to me with Clive Barker when I met him.
Yeah.
The guy in front of me was a gay school teacher, and he was telling Clive about all the kids who had come out to him. And Clive like broke into tears because he's
Oh,
like, "I wish I had somebody like that in my life."
Oh
And I'm
my
like,
God.
"Oh, hi, Clive Barker. I've got this dusty movie poster that we found folded up in an attic. Would you sign it for me?"
I haven't played the game right. You gotta have a bigger sob story.
When
Yeah.
I have to work on my
You
story.
got to get your sob story together.
I got spoiled with
tailor
Tim
it.
Curry because
That's true.
Tim
You
Curry
got a real story
he
for
just
him.
locked on. Yeah, well, that's true. I did.
I had to like, I had to be like, over here, Tim.
Yeah.
I'm here too.
You grabbed his hand. He didn't reach out to shake it. You reached out and grabbed his hand
And I was
off
like,
his chair.
I didn't know you used to be a Nazi. And he's like, "Get this motherfucker out of my room." I should have told him that oh my God, I should have told him that I had that prophetic dream. the night
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
That is true.
That's what you should have done.
That's
Like,
a
I dreamed-
real story.
I dreamed about you having a stroke before you did, by the way.
No, but
Why didn't you warn me?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know how to reach
But
you.
wait, you
Yeah.
guys have talked about this before, because if you had reached out to him,
Mhm.
he would have been like, "Oh shoot, this guy's planning like my."
Caused it.
Yeah, right.
This is
Exactly.
it. See, but then
This has come up on the show before.
you should have told him, like, give me your number so I can call you next time I have a dream about you.
I'm a medium.
Hey Tim, I just had a dream about you last night. You were looking real good next to the pool. But somehow you turned into a dragon and you carried me to like a 7-Eleven that was full of pixie sticks. They didn't have anything but pixie sticks. Do you know what that means, Tim Curry?
Can I get some clarity?
You're in touch with all kinds of powers
It's
and
about
things.
your life. It's
Yeah.
not about me.
I don't know how you got in that small box in my house. So you got all kinds of powers. Maybe you can tell me what's going on here. I don't know.
I can't even say it.
That's it. You gotta get it. You gotta get it.
Sorry, I like stumble over my words a lot.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
then-
have you listened
That's
to me at all?
This is the whole show. It's the whole
This is
show.
all I know how to do.
Yeah, this is exactly how it goes.
So
I'm
that
so anxious. Oh no.
It's good. No, it's good.
it was
It's
like
good.
the antithesis of that,
Yes.
where this cool moment happened, and then immediately he was like, "Well, hello, how are you doing?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, what's up?" And so
Yeah.
I just sat next to him, And meanwhile, you guys are heading down, and I was like, "Can you help me name this kitten?" That we have? I was telling him, like, I was explaining. I was talking about you, and he was like, "What did I say?" What did he ask? Like, you live with him?
Oh yeah, 'cause we all walked up, and he's like, "Well, who are these people?" or whatever. And you were kind of explained who we
Yeah, I
all
was
were.
introducing everybody, and
Yeah.
we all just got in this big conversation.
Yeah,
So-
and he's like, "And you live with him?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "And you think this is a good idea?" And I was like, "Wait, living with him?"
that's when we got the moment of confusion. So I'm like, is he criticizing my life?
Then you can see him kind of realize what he said, and he was like, "No, this kitten." And I was
Yeah,
like,
I
"Well,
don't
yeah, I
know.
think it's a great idea." And he's like, "Well, he's perfectly handsome."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What is happening?"
yeah, that's right. Malcolm McDowell called me handsome.
Hey, that's
I
it.
made my fucking day.
Superlative.
Yeah.
No other compliment will ever come close.
No,
Not even
nothing
try.
compares, as the song once said.
So then, he didn't provide a name, so I was like,
Right.
I'm gonna call him Malcolm
Oh,
McDowell,
yeah.
and he did not
He was
like
not
that.
happy
at all.
about
He was not into it. He was like, "Well, you know, I have dogs myself, and their names are George and Mabel."
There you go.
I'm like, okay, but this isn't helping.
That's not the names we're looking
So
for.
I'll name it.
So
after
what
your
I'm
dog.
hearing is
Malcolm
Malcolm
McDowell.
McDowell.
We
Okay.
have later concluded that his name should be Malcolm McDowell.
Malcolm McDowell. Yes, that's exactly
And
right.
we're gonna tag Malcolm McDowell in any
Oh my
post.
God.
Anything.
Just
anything.
make his life. Just make it so that he can never get away
Just
from this.
wide-eyed.
He's gonna send us the lawyers after a while.
His entire demeanor changed when he said it. Like,
See, Deirdre saw it too.
I gotta get the
I
fuck
was-
out of here.
I was right next to him, so I didn't see that
He
happen.
was
Right,
like,
right.
he hated that
He
idea.
did not like
I
it.
loved it.
He did not like it.
I love that I could just put him off balance.
And
It's-
also the fact that you're
that's
like
power.
still sitting next to him. Like I was like, why is he still there?
I just was like, I'm gonna sit here next to him for as
friends.
long as I want.
Juan says you should name it Caligula.
Caligula! Oh my god, Juan, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Oh my god, yes.
That's the ticket. So the grand summary of the weekend, the thing that really put the bow on top, is as Malcolm McDowell was finally all done, he was looking around talking to everybody. He was talking to somebody. We were outside of the autograph room, I
Yeah.
think, right?
Yeah.
and then I looked over in the trash can, and
Oh,
there was
yeah.
there was an 8x10, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" So I picked it up, and I was like, "I'm not going to take garbage," and I put it down, and then I turned around and I thought, "Who am I kidding?" And I turned around and picked it up, and I stuck it in my jacket, and I took it home, and lo and behold, it was John Hammond from Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
but not really. And so I've got this weird thing that it's not made out to anybody. He's just drew scribbles and tic-tac-toe, and he drew a little moon on it and stuff. So we're gonna frame it and put it in the podcast, basically, where it needs to be.
It kind
That's-
of is the coolest little souvenir.
It
you
really
can have,
is. It really is.
honestly.
I'm gonna take it back and get him to sign it if he doesn't die at Jurassic Park this year.
Oh no! Him and his what do you call that? The crampon?
Yeah, the crampon.
That,
Yeah,
that walking
yeah, he
stick.
had his
that
crampons. Yeah.
fancy walking
Yeah.
stick. Oof, I don't know, man.
Did he get a
He.
restraining order?
Yeah, yeah.
Did he get his trash every day?
I found this at your home. So
He's left out for me today.
that's it. Let's see what he's got. What kind of goodies
Our whole
John
experience with
Hammond
that guy,
left out.
he just looked like John Hammond.
Yeah.
First, we saw him at the bar and we thought he was just a like.
We're like, why is this old guy
Hotel
sitting
guest?
by himself?
Yeah, he just went and
Just
sat.
looking
Very
out the
sad.
window.
He
with-
Yeah.
with
He
his
just took a
drinks.
table facing a window
Yep.
that just looked out to no one else or anything. He had a shot and a beer next to him.
Yep. Yeah.
It's like that was what he ordered, and he just sat there and drank.
Yeah.
It was like Wednesday.
Right. I know it was great.
Is this what happens
I-
when you get old?
I love the
I think
elderly
so.
of this.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, it's
Dr.
good.
Allison
I
says
just saw
so.
my future
There you go.
just with
You
the doctor.
See?
appointment.
Yeah, that's
But
it.
he's Dr. Eyes, I can tell you. I saw my future.
This is not what the doctor ordered. That's also an acceptable
Yes,
catchphrase.
okay.
So as Malcolm McDowell is leaving the room, he walks past us and he turns around. No, he doesn't even turn
No,
around.
just
Just
wave.
in passing, it's just a hand goes up and he goes, "And thanks again for the cheesecake."
It was the best
And then he
closing.
disappeared.
And we were
down
like,
the hall.
we need to leave now.
We
Because that's
we
It's
don't
done.
want any more chances of seeing Malcolm McDowell this weekend because that was the perfect sign off. And that's
Yeah.
there's another MonsterCon in the bag. It was a beautiful thing. And the best news out of it all is we found out we're going to get 2 MonsterCons a year now. The
Yeah.
other one's in April.
Yeah.
So that's coming up soon enough, sooner than later. And it's going to be absolutely wonderful. I can't wait to get it twice a
It's
year.
gonna be good.
It's not going to be freezing cold.
I'm never
It's
going
gonna
to
be-
financially recover from this.
We're gonna crowdfund it. We'll crowdfund it. We'll get you there.
Now you know. Don't ever buy any of the
No.
VIP
It's not worth
stuff.
it.
No,
It's totally
don't
not
do
worth
it.
it.
Don't do it. Just
get
stick
the
with
weekend
us.
pass,
Stick
and
with
that's
us.
it.
We'll catch them. We'll corner them in the bar.
I still
Yeah.
will not financially recover.
You're gonna do it. It's gonna be
I'm
good.
dying in the corner.
It's
We're gonna
good.
set
We're
up a
gonna get
booth
you.
for you.
Yeah, we
Set
are.
up- People will give you
I
money.
was thinking I was
Uh-huh.
gonna like have a sign that was like $5 photo op. And
Yes.
Just, like, carry it around
Yeah.
with me.
That's
Yeah,
what you have
I
to
like
do.
it. I
Exactly
like it.
right. It'll work out just perfect.
All you need is like one gimmick, and in fact, if you have a good costume, you can just be like, yeah,
I have
there-
no costumes.
Yeah, that's
there
it.
are less relevant people there.
That's exactly
Just
right.
so you know.
That's all you got to do.
I'm
All you
internet
got.
famous.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. You got time till April.
You got plenty of time.
Just got to make it happen.
I drop out of college. I'm like, no, I'm gonna be internet
My
famous.
famous
It's
icon
internet
shirt.
fame
Yes.
for me.
Yes.
In high school, there was like we had a financial literacy class.
Yeah.
There was this kid I sat next to. He was like, "I'm gonna be famous." I was like, "For what?" And he's like, "I'm just gonna be famous." I was like, "Okay,
Just gonna
good
be
job."
famous for being famous.
It's not
Yeah.
planned, but okay.
I'm going to be a Kardashian. I'm going to make it happen. All you got to do is go to the plastic surgeon. You can make it happen. It's all about,
Financially recover from that.
and you'll never financially recover from it.
Or physically.
No, or weird news.
Oh.
That was good. That was good.
The groan of
Sorry.
No, that was perfect. All right, let's get this all queued
All
up
of this
here.
liquid death has like gone through me.
Go for
There's
it.
a bathroom downstairs.
Yes, go
Okay,
for it.
great,
Yeah.
Great, because I don't want to.
Yes.
have it recorded for all eternity.
Yes,
on the
that's it.
internet.
On the internet. And we're going to get the weird news all queued up here.
This is a little bit of a long episode.
Oh, it's going to be a long one. It's a long one,
It's
but
gotta be long,
it's
long.
got to be.
But
That's
it's
it.
good because it means that we have a lot to talk about. Usually, if it goes this long, it's
It means something's happening.
yeah, something's
Yeah,
wrong usually.
something's happening.
I like that. Also, I instinctively made a diamond here, like I'm playing beer pong.
Yeah. Well, that's
my,
it.
my hands just—it's the muscle memory. I
Yes.
just went right into what I know best. Can I get a
More
diamond,
for you,
please?
more cups.
The fingers go right in.
That's
It's just like that episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark with the little computer virus guy. Do you remember the little guy with the
Yeah,
got the gloves with the three?
Oh
fingers?
yeah. Oh,
Oh man, that
That
was
was a-
it.
that was a
That's it.
ugly
That was
motherfucker.
great.
I'm just hearing like the cup sounds.
Yeah.
This
Cup
is
sounds.
ASMR for people out here who
I'm
like
just
cup
doing like a
noises.
party ASMR.
Yeah, see, that's it. Yeah, and you open it
I'll
right
be
up
honest.
like.
Next time, next time.
Next
Is that
time,
a,
we'll
is
get
that can you is that a so I like to look towards Deirdre for anything that I see that's seemingly new that I
Okay.
don't really know much about.
Okay.
Is ASMR like I never really get that interested in it. Is that just a personal thing for me? Why is it so popular? Why do you think?
ASMR is because some people have like this neural link in their head
Mhm.
with like these sounds. I was about to make a sound. What ASMR?
Not that one. No.
They trigger
no.
something that like makes like tickles down their spine.
Oh,
like, a little
interesting.
bit orgasmic.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's like the giving you the chills, like we used to.
Oh.
There's an egg on your head.
Yeah,
and the yolk is-
there's goop on your
That's right.
face now.
I'm stabbing you in the back.
Oh,
and
yeah,
now
oh my
you're-
God, yeah,
you're
that-
bleeding to
Oh
death.
my God. Why was it so violent?
Well, that's there was a lot of lead in the air from the gas. Still.
I mean, you're like really creative. ASMR,
We
so
did. That's true. We did. Yeah, we're responsible for it.
It's like all
for
the
the
lip
whole
smacking,
thing.
like,
Yeah, that's it. There we are. There
that's
we
how I'm
are.
gonna get internet famous. I'm just gonna do ASMR.
I'm
You
telling you, it'll work, and
Talk
you can
about
do
the
it.
easiest pass into fame.
Oh,
That guy that sat
God.
next to you, that kid is gonna be like,
Yeah,
fuck. So he's so
Yeah.
fucking jealous. He's not gonna know what to do with himself.
that's it.
He's
Absolutely.
just gonna sit there. He's gonna listen to all your ASMR
Juan,
videos.
Juan says he understands. He's been doing a water regimen, and he said he's peeing like a
Oh my
racehorse.
gosh. Are you done all of yours?
Liquid death.
I drank them all.
Oh my god, I'm
Liquid
still
death.
like.
Maybe I should take a break.
Well, go ahead. Yeah, you might
I'll
as
be
well
right
before we
back.
start weird news
Yeah,
up.
that's right.
Yeah, I'll get everything queued up here.
Dang,
It's
you're
just
close.
it's just all the employees, so
Yeah, it's just a
Staff meeting.
yeah, it's just a
Staff
staff
meeting.
meeting, so it's
Wow.
okay. Let's see here. We're gonna get this all.
Oh my gosh, these are really great.
They are.
I feel like so I would drink like a lot of like LaCroix and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but this I feel like this is a little smoother.
I don't like LaCroix. I like this way better. Oh, I'm just like, oh my God, sorry. I'm not the biggest fan of LaCroix, just because, I don't know, it feels like they just like shouted.
Yeah.
It's
It's like they studied the flavors really hard, like for a test, and that's all they could remember.
Like this, like they put like the can here and like a lemon here.
Yeah.
It's not lemon.
No, it's got the essence of
That's
lemon.
it.
Yeah. No, there is it's the limoncello one though. That one's actually pretty good. I like that one a lot. You guys, I think, have that one
Yeah.
here.
I only had
Ew.
like one LaCroix ever, so.
We'll fix that. We'll fix
It's
that.
probably the pamplemousse.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Every time I get like bubbly water, it's always lime. It's my go-to.
That's it. That's the way to go.
Is that your favorite one?
Yeah,
And
that's my favorite. Is
The lime has been my favorite so far.
Mhm.
But like
Mhm.
when I went to high school and people were like, "Oh, you're the liquid death girl," they would always hand me mango.
Oh,
So I
see.
like, so I have like a little bit of like a
An aversion.
no, not a version, but like it's yeah, okay.
Right. Yeah.
The mango sounded appealing, and then like after I tried it, I was like, it's okay.
I still got to figure out.
The
There's-
lime is
it
good.
reminds me of something I used to drink when I was a kid, and I can't put my finger on it.
The lime is good, and I think the berry's fine, but it's like not something I reach for.
Yeah.
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 Especially like just all these cans, I spent $20.
Right. That's just.
And I was the grocery stores around here used to have them, but they don't have them anymore.
Oh,
And
seriously?
Weird.
So I literally had to go to Sheets, and I was standing on the ledge trying because they put it on the top,
Of course.
and they put like usually there's like the plastic things to keep it in, but they also had a metal thing, so I had to like reach up and lift it out,
Oh.
and then like
Oh yeah, because of the guard does one.
the
there.
guard, but it was. The metal guard on it was way higher than any of the metal
Aw.
guards on the other ones. I was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, everyone in the store was looking at me. I was like, "Please don't."
Gotta get
don't."
that. Gotta get that death somehow, you know.
And then I was like, "Oh no, I need to grab another one." And I run back
Aw.
to the case, and then the attendant, like, it was just self checkout, but the attendant was just standing there, like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like, "Sorry."
You made it happen. That's the important part. Not also look.
Oh shit! Oh man.
We don't have a mic for you.
He followed me.
Aw. He followed me to the bathroom
Let
when
him
I came
on.
out.
Let
He
him
was
be
just
a
sitting
guest.
there like this, and I was just like, oh, I just love him
I
so
want
much.
attention.
He's just so cute.
He is very cute. It's hard to be mad at.
Let the cat have some food down.
Ooh, let the cat.
you. Okay. All right, let's do some weird news. Once I get this line in the right spot. And where's the button? I have to press this one. Here we go. I can do this. Alrighty. So for our first story here, folks, I kept the weird news short because I knew we were going to go and have lots to talk about for MonsterCon. So don't worry, we're not going to keep you too much longer, everybody. Even though I know you're screaming and crying and begging me, please continue. Talk longer. We want more noise
More
deep
content.
in the cerebral cortex of our mind. But sometimes you get it. Sometimes it happens in strange places. And that brings us to our first story, folks. Photos and videos of sharks and other marine life swimming in suburban floodwaters make for popular hoaxes during massive storms. But, that's a but, a cell phone video filmed during the hurricane's assault on Southwest Florida isn't just another fish story. The eye-popping video shows a large, dark fish with a sharp dorsal fin thrashing around
Oh my.
in inundated Fort Myers backyard.
Backyard?
Yes, it's swimming around the backyard. So, Dr.
Florida
Allison,
wasn't-
what's your personal opinion here? Are we looking at a shark?
Sure looks like a
I
shark.
think we've got a shark here. That's it. This is. I didn't know what it was. It just looked like a fish or something. And he told the Associated Press, Dominic Camerata, We'll go with that. Camerata. He said, I zoomed in. All my friends were like, it's a shark, man. He guessed the fish was about 4 feet in length. The surge worsened in Fort Myers as the day went on. But the flooding had just begun when the clip was taken. So basically, there's Juan. Sorry, thank you, Juan. I forgot to put the picture in there. There we go. Juan reminded me. I forgot to put this up. So this is the beginning. Okay, things aren't even bad yet. Your whole backyard is flooded, and
Thank you.
there's a shark swimming around. The waters are rising. Okay,
Yeah.
you're standing somewhere
All your personal property is getting wet.
completely
Flooded.
flooded
Your
out.
homeland is becoming now the lost city of Atlantis.
That's it. Yeah, and so this shark now has free reign.
And this is no longer your property. This is the shark's home. now.
It doesn't happen. Street sharks are real. They're back.
He's waiting for you. to
Street
go.
sharks are back. It's the 90s again, folks.
He wants you to go.
for their families.
That's right.
That's right. Oh my God.
That's it. And this
That's
is
a deep one.
for once, they don't need legs because they're coming right for you wherever they need to be. But don't. Leslie Gulcher, a professor of intelligence studies. I don't know why the fuck they talk to that guy at Mercyhurst University of Erie, Pennsylvania, of all places. Was among the online sleuths that initially thought the video was fake. I don't think this is real. According to the index on the video, it was created in June of 2010. Someone else posted it at 10 a.m., as in Fort Myers, but the surge wasn't like that at the time. But further investigation showed that the video was authentic. So there we go, folks. If
In this day and age,
you know,
you can find opinions and
it's
evidence
not hard.
that confirms
Whatever you
anything you want it to be.
Watch the staircase.
Yeah,
Okay. I keep bringing it
that's
up.
right. Oh my
Keep
God.
bringing it up. Watch the staircase. That's all you got to do.
That's right.
You can buy your experts, buy your witnesses, buy their testimony.
Yeah.
Money talks, baby. The truth walks. All right. That's what it's all about. You got to keep it.
Well, in this case, it swims because
Sometimes it swims. Sometimes when your backyard floods, it does indeed swim. But speaking of the truth, we're going to continue this story.
Oh my
Here
God.
we go. It continues
The
to
saga
unfold, everybody.
continues.
It continues to unfold. And yet another extraordinary twist in the saga. I didn't even realize that was in. But anyhow, that has gripped the world. The world is gripped by this saga. They can't
Edge
wiggle
of our
free
seats.
from this chess.com saga that is gripping them. This is the first website to ever grip the world. So tight. We got to hold on loosely. 38
What
special
in the
covers that.
fuck is this guy wearing underneath of his sports coat?
It's probably a tracksuit, just in case.
It's got a zipper straight.
He's got
Is
the
that like a
ID
little-
already,
is that a tie?
so he can
Sorry.
rip them off.
He's ready.
You know, he's ready. Whatever it takes, he's ready for it. Whatever it is, he's ready for it. But
He's trying to run out from the grass.
he is. He's desperately.
He is an athlete though.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Chess
right.
master.
He's
That's
actually a superhero.
Yes, yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, because it's like I thought I was going to be good at chess.
What we don't know is the deception of it really is that the zipper actually goes up because
Yeah.
there is no expression on that face.
No.
That's a mask.
It has to be. It has to be.
That's not a human
Yeah,
face.
yeah. Well, the world's top chess website has found that the grandmaster Hans Niemann has, quote, likely cheated more than 100 times.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
So it's a story that's taken the chess community by storm. And you know, there's a lot of different things floating around in that chess community, of course. A lot of gossip.
It's a sultry
It's
group of people that are very. There's a lot of controversy.
constantly inundated with controversy. But the world number one, Magnus Carlsen, accusing 19-year-old Niemann of being a, quote, dirty cheat, which we talked about this already. Now, in an investigation conducted by chess.com, it's believed that the American has cheated on dozens of games. The team player has been dodging allegations since he defeated Carlsen in an over-the-board chess game. What the fuck does that mean, over the board?
We're not chess aficionados.
Is that 3D
so-
chess, 4D chess?
Over the board, it's that's where you don't. So under the board, you fight.
Right. Oh, that's
Stab each
that's
other's
yeah. That's
knees
where
and
you're like
stuff like
kicking
that.
each other, like who would fucker?
Quick,
That's right.
quick, say
Quick.
uncle.
Move the fucking bishop. Go ahead. Go break your goddamn toes off.
He's got like a boot knife.
Yeah. On the tips. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like shivving them. Go ahead. You're gonna bleed out before you ever touch that queen.
when they play it above the board one, they tie their wrists together.
That's
like a knife fight. You and your opponent's hands are tied together,
That's
and
it.
you got a knife in the other hand.
You don't
and
stand
you
a
just move your
chance.
chess pieces.
You don't stand a
Every
chance.
time you corner them, you take a swipe.
Yeah, that's it. Well, and the system posted a statement posted on social media. He said, I believe that Neiman has cheated more and more recently than he has publicly admitted. Chess.com has historically handled its bans privately, however. They have now felt compelled to share the decision. So they reached out to him for comment. His over-the-board progress has been unusual. And throughout our game in the Cinque Field Cup, I think that's what it is, I had the impression that he wasn't tense or even fully concentrating on the game in critical positions while outplaying me as black in a way that I think only a handful of players can do. So that's,
I guess that was the side of the board.
yeah, so that's right. Yeah, it seems a little bit of a broad brush to be painting with there, friend. But chess.com has historically handled it. It's repeated itself there.
It's the
Very-
most
it's
fascinating
in there
thing
twice.
here.
I don't
Say
know.
it again.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to say it again. Chess.com has historically handled its bans privately. However, they felt it was compelled to share its decision.
So here's the thing that's the most interesting thing about this particular story here.
Right.
How are you cheating at chess and beating what are you using to cheat?
Yeah, somebody's got to be.
Is it a computer because it's unfolding at every moment?
It's got to be
Is
like I
there
was
somebody
saying,
who's better is like Romeo and Juliet? Or
Uh-huh.
whatever, where he's
Yeah.
like,
waiting in it. They're,
like, you know,
remember I told you how after oh shit. With the suspenders and the glasses and Larry King. After Larry
Oh.
King retired, he was up in the rafters of Conan O'Brien's stage. Remember I told you about that? They used to cut to him all the time. He's got some guy up in the rafters with binoculars, and he's sending him those codes, through the vibrating butt plug or whatever
With the
he's
horse.
using.
Oh my God.
He's got to get the messages in, and so he's like beep 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 beep
Well,
beep
he
beep.
could be like putting all of his opponent's moves into a computer and seeing how the computer reacts to it.
See, this is what they're doing,
There was a guy who like really wanted me to play chess, so chess.com.
right?
So that's what I did.
Oh, there you go.
oh, I see. Somebody is a dirty cheater.
There you go. And of course, they handled that ban privately, as we talked about several times. That's it. Yeah.
Chess shouldn't be taken that seriously.
That's
in my
exactly
opinion.
right. That's it. It's all about
Yeah.
real
I
war.
didn't win.
That's well,
You
that's
didn't win.
even with the cheating.
See,
No.
but see, that's almost like how the question remains: how the fuck is this guy beating people who are better? And even if it is the use of a computer, I mean,
Yeah.
how is it at this point in this day and age with computers having played chess for so long
Right.
that people aren't generally as good or better?
Maybe he has extra
You know what I mean?
pieces in his hair or something like that.
That's what I.
He's got room. He's got room. I don't know.
I love the dumbfounded look on his face too.
He's like, shit.
This
He's
is
not guilty.
No.
This-
Yeah. This is is this the face of a criminal to you? How about that?
So-
You can't be guilty. You can't think of how to cheat.
Those are empty fish bowls you're staring into right now, okay?
He's just a puppet.
There's nothing back
There's
there.
a computer that runs everything he does.
Yep,
Probably.
it's quite possible. He's just hiding them where he can stow them away, I guess.
So was the conclusion in that particular story that they did find he was cheating in the past? And
Yeah.
that they're saying that he most likely has cheated in this particular.
More than 100
Okay.
times. Yeah, that's
Okay,
sort of
okay.
the
So
consensus.
they've
there.
proven it.
I-
Okay.
yeah, I guess so.
Cheating, but humble other people.
That's
what I said.
that's right. You think
Yeah.
you're so great? Well, try and beat me and the team of people I have working up in the rafters, including Larry King.
I'll just run my justice program and I'll get off scot free.
That's right. Not a
I'll
problem in the world.
outmaneuver each one of you.
It'll be perfectly fine. Well, I'll tell you what. Also, was supposed to be fine, but turned out to not be. A New York City man has been charged with smuggling 3 Burmese pythons in his pants at the U.S.-Canada border crossing. About $1, So
Just the other day we saw some Burmese pythons.
did you?
And they
Up
are
in the Poconos.
fucking huge.
They're sizable.
Yeah.
They're sizable.
How did he fit 3 of them in his pants?
Well, sometimes.
Maybe they were just babies.
I'm telling. Maybe he got the pop star pants costume from last week. He's got the extra
Yeah.
crotchal room
And
there.
there's all the slithering
That's
going
it.
on.
Yeah. It's like, listen, I just like to undulate sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't judge me.
I didn't know you had knees
judge
way
me.
up there by your hips.
Sometimes
Knees
I
all
do.
over. I
You
got
never know.
floating knees.
You never know. Can
It's
you
a
imagine?
condition.
He had those fuckers had to be like constricting around his legs. He's walking all stiff like fucking Frankenstein. His feet are turning blue and swelling up. Like the laces are popping off of his shoes.
Just like spurts of blood out his toes.
Oh, it looks
He's got,
like
It's
fine. It's fine.
all of his neck, like all his jugular, and everything's all swelled up because it's not.
There's a tail like coming up through his shirt collar. It's like, fuck. It's like it's just my nipples. I got long nipples. They're scaly.
It's a condition.
So Calvin Batista, 36, is accused of bringing a hidden snake on a bus that crossed, or rather, hidden snakes onto a bus that crossed into northern New York on July 15th.
Oh my God.
So importation of Burmese pythons is regulated by an international treaty. These fuckers sat down and made a treaty about snakes. Okay, that's the missed undertone here.
You ever had one wrapped around your legs?
That's it.
It requires some serious intervention.
Yeah, no chance of getting across the border.
You're not going to program out maneuver that with a robot.
That's
butt
all.
plug.
That's all. That's exactly right. Yeah, no butt plug's going to help you there. You just see the thing is they just need to give them little baseball caps. They'll let them patrol the border.
The genius is in the simplicity with which they fight. It's just squeeze.
Just squeeze.
It's
and
just
that's
give
it.
the longest hug until they're dead.
And that's it.
Then swallow them
It's
to
good to feel love at
get
some
rid of
point in
them.
your life. Batista of Queens was arraigned on Tuesday in Albany on federal smuggling charges and released pending trial, according to the news release of the U.S. attorney. The charge carries the potential for a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison and a fine as high as $250,000 per snake, according to federal prosecutors.
God.
That's like a lot.
Yeah.
Three-quarters of a million.
So so we'll see.
Just for traveling with his friends.
Like, can I see one of those snakes again? Just
Allison, what's your take on this?
Way too far.
the storing in the pants and the treaties.
I feel like 20 years is a little excessive.
Allison is welcome.
that's right. That's right. You minored in international treaties, right?
The most qualified among us to give this opinion. I'm like an ancient people. I look to the town shaman, the wise,
That's right.
the
That's
wisest
right.
man around.
You speak to the animals.
Don't you? Your little rain stick can tell us whether or not it's good
Yeah.
right out here.
Let us know what we need to do here.
What do you think, though? That just like as far as like transporting them in your pants, like
I mean, that's not exactly the best way to do it.
what would the snakes like? What do you think the snakes
Why
would
didn't
be
he
doing?
just put them in a bag and he was going on the bus? Like,
That would make sense to me.
Stand.
Yeah. Put them in a cooler.
The
Keep it
snakes are
chill in
probably
there.
freaking out in there. Though.
Yeah,
I
I'd
don't
imagine
know.
so. Yeah, around his body heat, they had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, isn't that good for them though?
What
Like,
did-
they probably like it to a point, but
yeah.
they're not gonna just stay in there.
It sounds like something that you would have to deal with in general, like
People
at
like
work.
this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the Burmese python, one of the world's largest snakes, is considered a vulnerable species in its native Asia and is invasive in Florida.
Invasive?
Yep.
There
in
are so
Florida.
many things that are
Mhm.
invasive
Oh,
in Florida.
Florida, it's like the inverse of Australia.
Well, the shark
It's-
mount.
It's supposed to be. Yeah, exactly right.
Even horses are invasive, basically.
They sure
because
are.
People keep letting them go out
Ah,
there.
whatever.
Shoot 'em on
Did you hear about
sight.
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
No.
Yeah, people like just let their horses go in Florida.
Be free, Black
Like,
Beauty!
oh, God.
Just stands there in the yard.
Eating grass and shit.
Just sitting there being invasive.
Go live your best life out there in nature. Also,
okay.
anything in Florida is going to kill a horse, pretty much. All the other invasive
Oh,
species.
even a horse will kill a horse.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely.
They don't need any help.
They
Yeah.
just kill themselves.
Horse on
That's
horse
okay.
crime.
Yeah, horse on horse crimes. There's a whole division. It's a new Law and Order series coming out. Horse on horse crimes. Yeah. Special horses unit. That's it. Absolutely right. Well, I'll tell you, this wasn't a horse, but it was close. An escaped rodeo bull described as dangerous and extremely aggressive
Oh my God.
remains at large in North Carolina on Saturday as people search for the 700-pound
How can they
bull.
not find it?
It's 700 pounds.
It's that large.
in North Carolina. Police in Norwood, North Carolina, revealed on Wednesday, which means they knew about it ahead of time, and they were like, "Listen,
They just didn't want to induce
there's a
panic.
giant fucking bull out there, and it's extremely dangerous." So they revealed that the bull had escaped from a stockyard in the town, about 50 miles east of Charlotte. But they quickly added that it was no ordinary animal. Don't pet this bull. He's not your friend. This is not the big blue ox, okay?
Have they questioned PETA yet?
That's what I want to know. I want to know if they're looking at PETA, because that should be
How else would a 700-pound? You said 700-pound.
700 pounds.
Where else?
How do you?
Where
The
is he
question, the
hiding?
real question, Allison, is how do you keep it in?
Yeah.
In your pants, apparently.
You
Yeah,
gotta
you put it
your-
in some
You
pants.
gotta put it in your pants.
Just put some pants on it. It won't go anywhere. Stick it on a bus.
His job is to be angry too.
Yeah.
It's, like, it's to chase people. And
Yeah,
try to
that
bore them
face,
with
that
his-
face says,
That's
"What
why
the
they
fuck
gotta
you want
talk
me to do?"
PETA.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly right.
Do you think it like chased and stomped on all the PETA people that
Yeah. Probably they're like,
It
"Be
wouldn't be
free,
their
be
first
free." They
time.
kill them. Yeah, exactly.
There are
Also-
so many incidents of PETA people like doing their little rallies
Right.
or just freeing the animals, and then they get trampled or bitten, or.
Oh my god.
But that's okay. The animal's just living its
Yeah,
natural life.
it's just
Right.
doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
They freed him.
What I want to know is this picture. They're focused on the people in the background, not the bull in the
I noticed
foreground.
that. I was
Foreground.
like, what are we looking at?
What is
We're
go-
gonna
why
have
is
to
this
take a picture.
happening? Yeah,
This guy clearly didn't know what the subject of his picture was.
I don't know what's
He
going
needs
on.
to go
Well,
back to school.
well, the bull is chocolate in color and is extremely aggressive. The department cautions. It's not chocolate milk. It doesn't make chocolate milk. If you see this bull, please call 911 immediately. And under no circumstances should you approach the animal. He will chase you.
I feel like if you see it, it's already too late.
It's exactly right.
How
It's
are you going to
exactly
call
right.
911?
It's like it follows.
Yeah,
It's
I guess
too late.
Start running
Yeah,
and
that's
whip
it.
out your cell phone while you're running. I don't
Uh-huh.
know.
I'll start running.
Yeah, don't. That's yeah.
Like, what do you do?
That's
If you
it.
run, it'll start chasing it.
Take off your pants. I
Lay on the
don't know.
ground, just ride.
Yeah, yeah.
Just ride on the ground.
That's all right. Do you need pants? I see you're missing pants. Yeah, yeah. Well, Norwood Police Chief James Wilson told the Stanley, North Carolina News that the aggressive bull broke through a wall and escaped through a fucking wall.
Oh,
Okay.
He didn't need any help.
Ask
That's
the
it,
PETA
that's
people.
There's like a PETA bombardier in the background, just
Yeah.
rolling up with some TNT. Be free, my friends.
They even brought in some cowboys from out of town to try and track down this
Oh
bull.
my god, this is like the greatest moment of their lives.
He said, "Yeah, he's like, we've been waiting for this
My
call."
time to shine.
Yeah, exactly
You
right. Here
can't
we
call
go.
the cops.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. What are they? They're just going to kill it.
Right.
Then don't call the farmer. Well, he can't go very far anymore. His legs are all destroyed. But I was going to say,
We've
don't
seen
call
just
him.
how effective the cops are
Yeah.
with things that are that they should know how to handle.
That's
and
exactly
they
right.
certainly clearly don't know what the fuck to do with this
That's it.
situation.
That's
If you shot him, it wouldn't do much. Though.
I think so. It shot him 6
I
times.
shot him 6 times. Allison, what do you think with the cops like the standard
6
police
times will do it.
handguns?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. What do you think, Doc?
Which
Yeah.
part?
Yeah.
If shooting it
So
away.
the standard police pistol is like a 40 caliber.
Honestly, what they'll probably
It's
do is
pretty
call.
strong.
They'll call animal control.
Yeah.
They,
And then they'll shoot.
And they'll shoot it. Yeah.
They will.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Oh, no.
they'll probably dart it or something.
Oh,
And then
Because
shoot it.
depending
Just
on-
to make sure they don't waste bullets.
That was- no, this-
Depending on the word.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if it's worth a lot of money, they're not going to kill it.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
It
how
just
it
all
goes.
depends, but yeah, they'll probably call animal control because cops don't know how to handle animals. Like in general, even like in the city, if
Well,
there's
like
an issue.
they shoot pets all the time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if it's a dog, like, oh God, especially if it's like a big dog, even if it's not being intimidating, usually they get shot if the cops come on the property.
Oh
Mhm.
my god.
So.
Childhood trauma. I saw a cop shoot a fox once.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Why?
It had a gun.
Apparently, it was like at my family's house.
Oh.
Like, right by the school.
Yeah, did they think it was rabbit or
They
something?
thought it was rat. They didn't know, but I think they thought it was, and he was like, I don't want to call animal control, and he just shot it. I was
Oh
there
my-
for it too.
That's
Hell?
It's being
That's
too
like-
sly.
They don't know how to do anything.
No.
It's like swiper, no swiper.
Swiping, no swiping. Yeah, exactly.
I saw this on the Doro show I love so much.
Well, the Cowboys reported that there were no sign of the escaped bull, and somebody didn't lock the gate and the big joker got out, one of the residents
The
said.
big joke.
Yeah.
I love how this guy speaks. He should lead the search for the
So this tells us that he's alive and well somewhere, most likely. The way I understand it, he was charging cars on Indian Mound Road.
So then, how did they lose the bull?
That's what I'm saying. If he's fucking
Understand.
chasing cars all over the place,
Right.
like there he goes.
How's he just missing?
There's
How's
a
he just missing? I
There's
don't
a
understand.
crumpled tin can of a Subaru on the side of the road here. All right, follow the cars.
Could have been from anything.
Yeah.
Could have been from anything.
Oh my God, it's just a rush.
I think it's just using the Jesse Ventura method. It's staying off the grid.
Let me tell you this. Wait, here we go.
he's gonna end up in Mexico.
I have 2 giant horns, and I chase down anybody who drives by.
My
I
name's
take him straight away. I don't flounder. All right, I'm a bull, not a flounder. Straight on. I don't care what they got. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what else they got.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
What is this?
Oh my God.
2 women were attacked early Sunday morning on a New York City subway by a mysterious group of women in neon green full body suits. Do you figure that they thought maybe their lawyer could just chroma key them out? I don't know where that photo came from, Your Honor, but obviously they can't see us. We're
All
green screen.
All I see is a woman standing on the subway. That's
It's great. So with the video of the assault shared.
and a floating purse.
Yeah.
Also, you can see through these morph suits. You have to cut out eye holes and mouth holes to make it a nightmare. And hair holes. This guy has pigtail holes. Excuse me, this girl.
Like the holes in their hair.
Yeah.
And like,
Oh my God. that is
Hold
too
on, I'm
much
not ready to
fun.
go to the subway yet. I gotta get my hair out. Yeah.
also none of the other ones did that.
No,
That one.
just the one. Just the one.
She
Well,
wanted to be unique. They
That's
wanted
it.
to be identifiable without being like recognizable.
had to be. Well, the video of the assault shared on social media shows the group, which is apparently calling themselves the Green Goblin Gang.
When did they enter the Marvel universe?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know
If
what's going on.
Spider-Man came and kicked their teeth out, I would be like, that's 100% his face.
That's
Yes.
exactly right. And the best part,
Off Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's wearing like tennis shoes over his suit, his morph suit.
He's walking towards the train.
Daddy Longleg dude. He's got a little gimp suit on. A little spider. It's just like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper with the Spider-Man logo, just duct taped to his gimp suit. Yeah, I'm Daddy Longleg.
He's got a hole in his side. He's like, sorry if I'm a little slow. I got gored by that bull in North Carolina. I was trying to lasso him. Anyways, I felt like I could handle this situation. So here I am.
I don't shoot webs, I shoot ropes. So
What seems to be the problem here?
You're the problem. What the fuck is going on? Well, so they were seen punching and tossing 2 19-year-old women on a subway train near Times Square around 2 in the morning. The assailants escaped the scene with a cell phone and a handbag, and the mother of one of the victims told the Post that her daughter told her she was attacked by, quote, aliens. And she said, the mother said, I didn't know what she was talking about. I'm so glad they interviewed them. So the mother said the attack happened on her daughter's birthday.
Fuck.
This is how she spent her 19th birthday. I hope they get what they deserve and then some, because it's disgusting.
Just
So-
the costumes themselves are gross.
So the woman,
Not even only the behavior.
woman said there were no words exchanged prior. In the police footage I've seen, you could see my daughter and her friend were standing on the platform talking and laughing. They bumped my daughter and her friend, like strong-armed them. And although the teens refused medical attention at the scene, the birthday girl's mother told the Daily News that they were later admitted to the hospital. And she said she had bruises on her shoulder, stomach, and lower extremities.
They're just setting it up for their lawsuit that they're
That's
inevitably going to get once these fucking clown
That's
aliens
right.
are caught.
That's right. The NYPD is seeking superhero help. for
What
sure.
is even the point? Because they didn't
Right.
like get away with like a large
That's
amount
it.
or anything.
Yeah, like the subway is not the place to go robbing
No,
people.
no.
Yeah, anybody who has a lot of money in New York is not riding the subway.
No,
Yeah.
not usually, and they're not riding
Yeah.
the subway with money on
Right.
them.
Let
Right.
alone at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly
Like,
right.
Yeah,
what
Yeah.
is
it's
he
more about the
doing?
theater, I feel like, than anything.
It must be.
honestly.
It must be.
I mean, with the suits like that, and look at this.
I can't.
I can't get
The
over
hair
the
just kills
pigtail.
me.
Coming out the sides. That's it.
And the look, almost looking at the camera like,
Right.
"Are you really going to film this?"
What are you gonna do? And this guy just standing at the door. He's like, can I get on?
They're just standing around watching this happen.
That's it. That's New York for you.
Yeah, that's New York in a nutshell.
That's it. That's humanity for you.
Right.
Not like animals, though. Animals are way better. For our last story here, this one's just for me, folks.
Oh,
Listen.
Lord.
Listen to me. This planet sucks, and it's pretty much our fault. Okay, and by that I mean Matt and I. It's our fault.
We
But
take responsibility for that.
but if there's one redeeming quality nature brings to the table, it's odd animal pairings. Okay, so
Little baby.
here we go. A cow herd in Germany has gained an unlikely following after adopting a lone wild boar piglet. That's it. Farmer. 1, 2, 3, go. And Farmer Frederick Staple told the DPA News that he spotted the piglet among the herd in the central German community. About 3 weeks ago, it likely lost its group when it tried to cross a river nearby. It says that they know he knows what extensive damage that wild boars can cause, but he can't bring himself to chase the animal away. So a local hunter has been told not to shoot the piglet, which has been named Frida. And in winter, Staple plans to put it in the shed with the mother cows. He said to leave it alone now would just be unfair. So of course, I had to get one more picture. There they are grazing next to each other.
Oh.
It's absolutely adorable. I love it so
That
very
little
much.
baby is the size of that cow's head.
It absolutely is. It just makes it even
Love
better.
it.
It's just a wonderful thing. So that's weird news for this week, folks. If you stuck with us this far, okay, we're all coming up on 2 hours. This is by far our longest episode, but by far the most important, most exciting Liquid Death. Deirdre's here, Allison's here.
Got all the guests, all the staff, all the sponsorships,
Oh my God,
all
Juan's
the
here.
news.
Juan's here.
Juan's
Juan's here
here.
digitally.
Everybody that listens to our show is
Oh
here.
my
So
God,
no one's
it's
going to listen
perfect.
to this.
It doesn't.
episode.
It's all going to
But
be for
it's-
later.
it's for
all
posterity.
later. It's all about
I'm
that
definitely gonna
posterity.
listen to this later.
That's
but-
it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Jared happens to go back through it
Yeah.
and decide
Well,
which
you gotta-
one's putting up
You
on
got to
the
keep the
internet.
social media up to date. That's important. Yeah, that's
Our
that's
fame,
definitely
our
game
fame, and our future's in your hands, dear.
That's right. There you
Because
go.
We don't understand how to use any of this stuff.
We're not sure. We'll figure it out
All I
someday.
know is how to just keep talking and not have no filter.
No.
That's my only
It's
skill.
very evident.
That's and we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt.
And Allison?
Yes, that's everybody's name. We did it. We did it, everybody. All right. So more MonsterCon. We're gonna have another MonsterCon episode coming out. The actual recording will be out once I finish cleaning it up. Get ready, brace yourself to hear the same stories over again,
Oh,
but with
just-
far more detail,
and
a
then
lot
hear
more
them.
laughing and car noise,
Over and over and over again.
people
from,
screaming as we run over them.
ah!
There's speed bumps all over the highway.
I forgot to tell you when Sunday you guys were driving home. I was right behind you.
Oh!
Is that? I see Matt's head bobbing back and forth. I'm like, okay, so then Allison must be in like the passenger seat. And I passed you and I looked over and I almost expected you guys to like look and see me, but you guys didn't.
We were
so
so
I
in.
was straight
Yes.
At that moment, you were just like John Bernthal.
That's right. I have no idea. I have no idea who that is.
Who the hell was that?
All right, everybody on the internet, thank you, which is Juan. Thank you.
Juan.
Everybody watching this in posterity, maybe to see the video, who knows, whatever. but
Fancy
we.
name about yourself.
There we go, Deirdre. It's good to
Future
see.
Deirdre,
It's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's like seeing you in stereo. It's a beautiful thing. All right, we love you. We'll see you later. Goodbye.
Bye.